all the star signs in the planet. This is New Year. Happy New Year. This is my New Year 2025 first Divine Comedy reading. And I have a new style here in this table. Hopefully it's not too bright here. Let's see. The lock lady type woman is in the spotlight. We have here a new setting because we have a Divine Comedy Paradise, Canto 1, Part 1. And we are gonna follow this book. We have already go through so much. Let's see how much, because this is like how thick this book is. You can see how far we've gone. It's nice to be grateful how far you got. Sometimes exactly this time of the year is a perfect moment to be grateful all the journey you have made so far and for how far you have come. So we start today this pick-up reading from the Divine Comedy Paradiso, and we have done most of the book. We have only this left. Anyway, it's 33 chapters, and as I timed them to be on Sundays, it looks like we're gonna be busy until September, because I will be July usual way. So we are having a card made of this. There is no pictures here. Anyway, welcome to Paradise. Welcome to 2025. Who is here? There is at least somebody. I was. Anyway, my readings are usually long. Now for the new year, we have something new. Something new for the Paradise. Not everything is same. So there is, for example, I'm dedicated to learn runes while I do these readings. So every pile has a rune. Maybe I introduced all the piles before for do. So pile number 1, we have here Egyptian Oracle as a first card, 18 Khonsu, and Lunar Energies, Divine Timing, Blood Mysteries. And then you got a rune, Ehvas. This is Ehvas rune. And then he have a third eye chakra crystal, which give you halvendek. This we use in a reading. And today's reading we have a rose and bud and thorn career kind of fitting reading. Anyway, this is a love reading. I try to bring the love in also. Your also first card is card I made myself. Snow White is the fairest of them all. Everything is beautiful, but beautiful isn't everything. Snow White. This is Queen of Pentacles. Pile number 2, 23, Sacred Archetypal Element of Earth, the Pyramid. Then if you go to this, there is a throat chakra. Actually, I mean, of course, there's always like a triangles in this, but here also kind of like a pyramid. And then we have Raido, rune, Raido. And then we have Tarot of Opposites here. And also something is riding here. The gingerbread man is riding the luck dragon. Every real story is a never-ending story. This is like a strength card, first card. And pile number 3, pick up a reading, follow your intuition, whatever calls you. Maybe you want to see all of them now live, but you can put like a mental note, like this is the pile that actually calls me intuitively. So then it's for you. But anyway, you can of course welcome to see all. Arco famous Sitamarhi, say Raju. Anyway, here we have pile number 3 is 0, kind of the full card of the Egyptian Oracle, the Doe, initiate, innocence and trust. And then we have a crown chakra, amethyst, and we have, if this was, oh my god, it was Ehvas, this is Mannas. This is Mannas rune. I've been trying to study this. It's a new thing for me. Anyway, your first card is Ace of Swords, I am the Alpha and Omega, the first and the last, the beginning and the end. And then you get this crown chakra related as a bow deck. Very interesting energies to see this possible career. We are using today Rosebud and Thorn, and I have made a community post about it. You can see visual of that spread. You can always try it home. These are meant to, especially I do these spreads in the mind of having a shadow readings, but the shadow there would be the Thorn. But you can always try. Also related to relationship. Yes. Somebody say Raju Kumar. What is so sad about somebody? Is there a lot of thorns in your life? Anyway, we are now in paradise. Welcome to paradise. We are not in paradise lost. We are actually in the paradise. So let's play a music to start this reading. Get better mood. Before I start this whole reading by reading you the Divine Comedy Paradise Canto 1, like a short reference text that I made, I introduce a little bit elements. I have here kind of lock lady style because the year of 2025 is translated to Hermit year. And so the Hermit is in my tarot deck is a lock lady. And to continue about that is that I'm proud to say that I have designed all my cards, handmade tarot deck. I have made all the 78 cards. I got them ready yesterday, and now it means that when I have this deck ready, of course I use it in my own tarot readings, but I will make a commitment to make this in computer, and so I can sell this one day. But let me show just what was my last card I designed. This is of course a lock lady. It is black lock lady in the sense that because it's a shadow sister lock lady. This is like a kind of like a taking the role of the lock lady, being completely in the shadows, Twin Peaks style. But this is being in your body completely in the shadow material, and Hermit is usually that kind of going inwards. So I'm trying to show it in here, having this very black lock lady. But the last card was also lock lady. I was happy to end the last drawing to a judgment card, like a last judgment. I was so happy to make that yesterday. So where it is, let me see. Here is my last card I designed. So we can start this year well. Here is my last card. There is a prophecy. Lock lady Margaret Lanterman having a cherry on the cake, and tea or coffee, whatever it is. And the faithful crow there mixing the coffee or tea, whatever she's having. I guess it's tea, but could be coffee too. And then, yes, it's a divine timing. The ashes of late husband is there. As a memory, she keeps the memory alive. Anyway, this is like a Twin Peaks related drawing, but that is my last. That's how I ended my drawing. 3 months I've been busy drawing this. So yes, you can make your own tarot deck. This is invisible tarot deck that you can buy this kind of empty cards and design. But now my goal is start to make my own computer drawn images out of this story. So who knows? But this year I am committed to make this happen. So it's a lot of work. If you think about this reading, for example, I have 33 chapters. And when I do every week a chapter, I will be busy until September. So imagine 78 cards. How many cards I should design per week to make that happen. So it is kind of like a designing tarot. I'm giving example of, yes, you can do it, but it's really you need to dedicate. Before we go into reading, because it's career related, I wanna read you about Pamela Colman Smith, because she's of course the artist of the classic Rider-Waite tarot. So just to get kind of like a design career example, using her as an example. Who knows, we are getting this career reading here today. I know I put here some cards that can help. So those decks I use that can help career, and now is perfect moment to set your plans to get those goals, because nothing happens if you don't do plans. So you have to do plans. So let's read about Pamela Colman Smith. She was born February 16th, 1878 in Middlesex, England, of American parents. It's such a nice thing to read this 1978, because I'm born 1978, so I'm kind of born 100 years after her. And I'm born 1st of June, while she's 16th of February. It's nice to see that it's like 100-year difference with me and her. Her childhood years were spent between London, New York, and Kingston, Jamaica. During her teens, she traveled through England with the theatre company of Ellen Terry and Henry Irving. Thereafter, she took up formal art training at the Pratt Institute of Brooklyn, graduating in 1897. Although American by birth, she returned to England, where she became a theatrical designer for miniature theatre and illustrator, mainly of books, pamphlets, and posters. Around 1903, she joined the Order of the Golden Dawn and began to paint visions that came to her while listening to music. In 1909, she undertook a series of 78 allegorical paintings described by Arthur Edward White as a rectified tarot pack, including full scenes on every card. The designs, published in the same year by William Ryder and Son, exemplified the mysticism, ritual imagination, fantasy, and deep emotions of the artist. Despite occasional art shows and favorable reviews by critics, the continued slow sales of her works and rejections by commercial publishers left her deeply disappointed. Smith never married. She had no known heirs except for an elderly female companion who shared her flat. She died on September 18, 1951, penniless and obscure. Much of her work has never been found. Pamela Colman Smith would be all but forgotten except for the 78 tarot paintings known as the Rider-Waite Tarot Pack. She would be astonished and gladdened to know that today the deck touches the hearts and emotions of millions of people. Kind of like, I want to read this as example, because as an artist, how sad it is that when you are alive, nobody like appreciates what you're doing, and only when you're dead, then people find your work. Like, this is a typical storyline of many artists. And how many music we listen of the people of the past dead artists who are not alive, while we could choose and, for example, buy music from musicians who are still alive. So it's like, oh, artists who are still alive, why we give this money to people who have never even done that art? Like, this is like times we are living, like the artists actually always are the one who do it, but then somebody else is cashing out. It's an unfair situation. But anyway, let's see what the career brings to you. Anyway, maybe she, as a woman, this was also the times, it's not so easy to earn when you're a woman, even you do amazing work. So you have to be, for sure, believe in yourself first, and she did for sure. Okay, let's go. So we have now the pile reading. Before I'm gonna read now this. This is the picture of today's Paradise. So I'm gonna read the text and show you this picture. We are having now a journey of Dante and Beatrice together in Paradise. So while the whole pilgrim was happening alone, now it's like a united couple doing this journey. Dante has just left the earthly paradise where he was purified from his sins. Now he is ascending into the heavens, symbolizing human progress toward God. Setting out on this journey, he calls upon God by means of an illusion to the Greek sun god Apollo, the chief of the Muses. Dante draws freely upon his classical literary heritage in order to give his narrative depth and richness. Dante calls upon the Apollo for help to express all that he has been seeing. Yeah, important, like is really wanting to express, like he's ready to kind of write it down and express what he's been going through on his journey. Dante and Beatrice begin their journey through heaven, and it is a few days after Easter Sunday, around equinox. Beatrice gazes into the noonday sun, and Dante copies her, able to stare a short time into the sun. After that, he directs his gaze to Beatrice instead. When Dante hears heavenly music, and sees blazing lights filling the sky, Beatrice says that they have risen beyond the earthly paradise toward the heavens. She explains how the rising is made possible. Essentially, all created things have a natural tendency to fulfill the purpose of the existence by seeking God, like a form of heavenly gravity. And this whole chapter is divided in this kind of themes, paradise 1 to 36, like a verses, Dante's invocation 73 to 99, the harmony of the spheres, and 100 to 142, Beatrice explains universal order. So it's very interesting. It's almost like the Beatrice is a little bit like a mother type, telling the Dante how things are done. It's really giving me this idea, like, of course, Beatrice has been heaven already a long time, while Dante is just been in hell and purgatory, but like she's kind of like in teacher role here in this journey. Like she's like holding the hand of the true love, leading the way. But often, yes, woman has to be kind of the conductor in the relationship. Otherwise, yeah, there has to be some order. And the man too have to have like kind of maturity, but like woman too has to know what she wants. It's a bit like this. She completely knows what she wants, and she wants Dante to take note what's happening. So it's worthwhile, the journey. It's a nice thing. They are dressed in the finest to arrive to the paradise. Yes. Okay, this is the card I chose. It's from France. Anyway, we start. Maybe leave it here. And my lock lady is here. These are all puppets I'm using. Just if you don't know and you're new in my readings, I have inherited this puppet collection from my grandma, Sylva. I'm Silva, but I have a grandma with the same kind of name. And I have all this puppet collection, and I use these puppets in my divination. That's my style. Today we are also gonna get to know this little girl. Like there is a hat woman, here is a little girl. She has the feelings under here. Current feelings of your partner, we're gonna see. This innocent girl. Anyway, let's start. In the reading itself, I will also pick Whispers of Love there, live. Just save time picking many things before. And Emotional Landscape, of course. And so you know, this is a long reading. I'm making this reading live, so you can co-create with me and comment, and even ask a psychic question in the end of this reading. But if your question, it's possible to say to me that you want to include, for example, a lot of people I already have been reading. I kind of know a little bit of them even. It's easy to then, they say that they take this pile, I can kind of reflect their situation also. The pile, but it always have to have, before I start the pile, that somebody picks the pile. Otherwise it's just you in privacy. Now, yes, and here we have also my little log here from Finland, a magical wood. let's see this. Anyway, so let's start. Pile number 1, third eye chakra, always connect the intellect and intuition. This rune is interesting because Ehvas is really beautiful rune. Maybe we soon start reading about it, but these really advice cards, moon card from the Egyptian, Khonsu. Can put it here. We have also a sign. It is Sagittarius, spiritual, your highest ideals, mental, the rules of physical, get it out to the world. And I think all these cards might be supporting your career. So this is very looking like this. Your highest ideals, the rules of get it out to the world. Have it like dare to be passionate. It's good. And also kind of like aiming to the goal. Is here. Then, and yeah, this granny is even very hunter style. We have also here alchemist card, and this is Urge Heart. Today's reading, we use this spread Rosebud and Thorn. I see it's immediately beautiful, like there is this rising rose. Maybe there is some struggle, maybe there is really like you have to push through, like from the darkness to the light. A bit like in this Dante, the Paradise one now. They were rising towards the light. Same the plant life, it's always like this. So understand our soul also is elevated with the light, with the positive stuff. We have here a purpose card, getting into more this tarot like a career reading. Practice. Polish your skills by practicing regularly. So here, practice makes perfect. Like I was doing my tarot deck now in 3 months. Let's say, just to explain how people always want to sell you the illusion and things happen fast with EA, like, oh, EA writes you a book. Like, that's not the point. It's like you have to take that journey. You have to be ready to commit to that journey, like consistent, committed, imperfect action. That is the magic, that you commit to this kind of long process. And for example, me 3 years ago, I started this YouTube channel and my main goal was to make my tarot deck. And here we have, after 3 years, I have my first version. So that's how long it takes. And then of course, actively drawing this 3 months now. And this is not even the first idea. This is now this version. So I have in the 3 years, I've actually generated 3 different tarot deck concepts, and this is just one of them now ready. So just to say how the creative works, it can be really like any work. People who would do books, for example, I have been in the book publisher business. Like if you make a book and you are like a designer, you might have on your desk many books at the same time, and it's not just one book you are doing. So this is the reality in the work life. There's many projects, but practice, when you're dedicating something, you carve out time from your calendar, you make it happen. That's how you make it happen. You just have to decide, that's what I want, and then you become a master. This is really similar here, like the rose is rising, the tune is getting perfected. Of course, like I start to laugh here, like this almost like, you know, this kind of snake charmer is like blowing the pipe and the rose is like rising. Like, but maybe there's in your relationship something like this, that you have to charm. Rose is very romantic, but there is this kind of interplay. Opening your third eye is looking like this, like it's like open sesame. Open sesame. Okay, next angel advice. This is weekly reading, of course. Often I see things happening when I have my reading in 1 or 2 week notice. So just know this is predictive often. Employment change. Your career path is leading you in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You are being supported each step on the way. Very beautiful, this kind of power horse. And I know what I've been studying this meaning. The Ehvas is a beautiful energy, very similar to this, and maybe soon we read about it. But it's really like Ehvas in these pictures. It's like a rider and the horse. It's like a horse rider. And then we have this faithful horse here is already in the picture. It's nice. And we have an I am statement because everything starts from you being I am. So I am strong. That's what you need to get this career change or this practice. You have to be strong. I have here actually a card on my upper sanctuary. I have like this kind of ritual place, sacred space here, but above another one. So above, so below, you are seeing the below. Here anyway, I have all this what can possibly come. You got now, I am strong. This. By number 1, you are strong. Now we are reading about the rune. So I have made a whole study about this because I cannot just know this. This is really, I'm studying this also while I pick this. So this what is in Viking mythology. This is connection between the rider and the animal. Element is earth. Beautiful. Like we got it even in this card. Like I have really picked the card using this crystal. I place this crystal on the cards and then I take it. And beautiful that you get this coming here. I place even the crystal on the runes. So everything is like having that. So the element is earth. Deity is Freya and Freyr. Symbol is horse and dual power structures. And transport, movement, progress, trust and change. Tarot card connected to this is Lovers, a Magician and a Star. It's a very potent energy and this is really like this manifest, and even the M here, I mean it's called Ehvas, but it's just such an amazing powerful rune. Ehvas consists of 2 elements which should embody not only loyalty but rather the existing trust between horse and the rider. It also prophesies a harmonious cooperation of 2 forces that want to achieve the same goal. In ancient times, the horse was considered a sacred animal as it always stood by a man as a faithful companion. Horse can also have untamed energy. Horse carries its rider and helps him to take part of his burden. Who rides on a horse comes steadily forward. It's really promising this kind of like a beautiful, let's say strong arriving to the goal. Employment change is almost like you are ready to do it, like you are strong enough to do it also, career-wise here. So let's put this maybe here. Your card was also Queen of Pentacles. This is a good queen. This is one who is able to be this kind of nurturing force. Anything, like I told you a little bit in the intro how I've been like nurturing 3 years my ideas. It's part of being creative that you are like almost like nurturing a plant, watering the plant daily. You're doing something for your dreams. They don't just grow without, like love too. If you don't water the love, how the love ever blooms? You have to water it with faith. You have to water it with hopes, dreams. You have to give it time. Anything that grows, you need the time. This instant world we are living, it's like a fake promises that something happens instantly. It's not like that. That's not the truth. You need time. Possibly even 3 years that I got my first now deck ready, but like it's really, you need time. And it's here, but even though there is this faithful horse and maybe the journey has been a bit long, even career-wise, but also in a relationship, things been maturing. Because this kingdom is here with a kind of apple of my eye. Snow White is having this kind of queen moment. All sufferance with the daily work. Now she can kind of wear the crown. She had earned it. Let's see. Next thing we have here. So many cards. Let's have an emotional landscape, because we're gonna land this reading a little bit more like a from the career to the personal. So let's see this. Pile number 1. What is emotional landscape? You are riding the horse. We have here unshakable, freedom, love offer, and immortal. It's really like this kind of Valhalla stuff aligned with this. Then we're gonna take the current feelings of a person before I go to this kind of rose, bud, and thorn. Use here. Do it like this. Maybe I have to take all in my hand to feel them. I always feel the cards. So the crystal is here. Let's have a little space here. It's like I'm making a mess, but creativity is really having understanding that you have to be like a messy with the materials. Of course, somebody has to clean the kitchen afterwards if you cook something very messily or something, but let yourself be free. Current feelings of a person, pile number 1. Okay, now things are just dropping on the floor. Okay, let it be. This was the first one that dropped. Let's put them back. Talking about the mess happens. This we are not taking. We are not taking this. This is alive, so I never can stop this reading. This is everything what happens, happens. Everything what happens, let it happen. So we have a current feelings of person we have here. Dua Lipa, Dance the Night. When my heart breaks, when my world shakes, I don't play safe, don't you know about me? I could dance, I could dance, I could dance. Tears are diamonds on my face. Dancing away some sadness. Is it a Marilyn? Men grow cold as girls grow old, and we all lose our charms in the end. But square cuts or pearl shape, these rocks don't lose their shape. Diamonds are the girl's best friend. It's very like independent energy here, like diamonds. There is like a really crown. Keeping the crown in your head, putting the crown back to your head if you ever like shake a little bit. Mystery to be solved. 225511114488336699. Third eye, sixth sense open about something great that is gonna happen between you and your person. This connection is mind-blowingly beautiful and rare. Okay. The earth calms down, fire brightens up, wind blows, water cleans, spirit helps. And this is by Mary Mort. It's kind of current feelings of person, but I think it's really like a spiritual mysteries even here. Green flags. Showing empathy, vulnerability, peaceful mindset, love is healing, healthy, maturity, respect for boundaries, conscious relationship, loving, open friendship, spirituality, good communication, taking responsibility, supporting personal growth. So yes, if you have a person, they really see green flags here. Maybe they like that you're playing some instrument there or something like this. Okay, so this is now the first setting. Let's see, we have still this advice card, also this love in the end. We have really like a lot card, but now we look this rosebud and thorn. I have here always in my readings, I have a spread I want to do with the cards, tarot cards, exactly, not just oracle cards. So today also we are gonna have this spread. It's here. To say still about this career reading, tarot card reading can be a helpful tool for exploring your career path and making a decision about your future. It can provide insights into your strengths, weaknesses, and potential. It can also help you to understand the blocks and challenges that you might face. We have here now one card for Rose, that is success, one card for opportunity, spot, and one for obstacles. This will help the team to see better, and that's like for you now, career options, to see better now in January what to do. Part number one. So what does success mean? And maybe let's bring this a little bit more relationship related. To understand your person's career too, because maybe sometimes we don't communicate enough about our careers and dreams. Let's make this double. So we make the success, opportunity, and obstacles with Rosebud and Thorn. We take both people. So let's do this. I feel like I have to give this dual possibility for you, because the other part could be even your shadow side, because we are carrying the shadow with us and we project it to others. So it might be even all part of you self when I do this dual spread, but it might be your person. Recognize a little bit what's going on. So the rose is a success. What is a success for you and your person? What is a success? You think about the career. Let's put this all. Then the but opportunities for you and your person. Person, opportunity. Maybe they don't see even, but you can help them to see. It's always good to be helping other people succeed better in a loving relationship. Then what are these obstacles, the thorns in this relationship? Possible in a relationship, but now I'm talking about career. Maybe you have even business together. Some people might be in this situation. Not easy always. Emotions are connected. Anyway, here we have, okay, lovers. Professional lover. And a sun card. Wow, you're on the same page in the sense that there is definitely this kind of like a high energy, sun energy. Both card has this sun energy. Angel has it usually in the sense of an angel appearing over top of the lovers, but like rose, this is a high dream, higher consciousness, rising your frequency with the love. They're both high energies. Your career is like you can be yourself. You can be completely like often in the classic lovers card, it is the nakedness is like I'm how I am. Take me as I am. So being accepted as yourself in your career, like being able to show all of you who you are is in part of you. This is now this card is part of the quadrant. This is your person. So there is this success is totally like you are doing something that you love is for you very important, but for a person is like also like the happiest card of tarot. Like you are at your best. Like you can show the best part of you in your career. Like you can shine. You can be in the spotlight. You can completely be this kind of. Sun is also a star, but in our solar system, it's the center of the universe, it's center of our world. So very masculine energy. This will be very masculine even. Totally young energy. Total this kind of shining light to the world. Wow, power couple, I would say. This is totally. If we had here Esvas, a rune from the Vikings that is completely ride till die, ride and die, like this kind of like a rider riding the horse into sunset. Here we have only this a bit like a vampire story. Funnily, who knows, maybe in this relationship there is this question like, who is this person? Is this really safe, or is it like a vampire? There's a lot of correspondence here between this vampire, but like this is completely lover card, inviting the vampire in. But here we have these two monsters. This is the riding together in harmony, being a perfect team. So I think you are having the same dream, success possibilities. You are completely, of course, this is a Gemini card too, and this would be a Leo. It's like a air and a fire. That is powerful, air and fire. Yes. Then we have the opportunities. Wow, King of Bats. Really King of Swords, like somebody having the words like completely like acing things about what they say. They are like completely fair and honest. Honest king on their throne. Wow, beautiful energy. Opportunity. Kind of like this actually show this person's opportunity. They can be themselves, again like a air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, but it can be also that there is coming this kind of person in their life. That's also because of opportunity. I would rather see that this is what is coming towards them rather than they are themselves, because this is the success, to be successful, being like this kind of lover. But then having the kingdom, opportunity is to be on the throne, to be a good king, or this good king shows up. A person, okay, it's like a bit drop of this energy. Looks like there is a theme going on here. These two monsters are happily laying here, and here the person is happily winter sleeping here. So the resting, career-wise, possibly that you don't have to do so hard. Like things are easy. Like the opportunity is that you can rest. That is good for your career too. That there are moments when you need rest, and you don't have to do so much. Things are going on their own. You have done enough. You can rest, and that's an opportunity for this person. Have a moment of rest. Really, like a lay your sword down and like a sleep well and really enjoy the peaceful night. Silent night. What is it? Song. Like it's. But the rest is also in this picture. It's interesting that this picture just happen to be to have things easy. Also, that things are not forced. It's a very good thing to do anything that you're not forcing it. It's naturally coming to you and naturally attracting things to you, because you are just the right person for whatever this task. Maybe the dreaming becomes also opportunities that you have possible to see something beautiful in your dream. You have a possible to have a vision when you close your eyes. Like there is another higher view. If you are able to kind of like how is called this this dreaming, when you're consciously dreaming, because the alpha states also you can access in certain points of sleep. It might be an opportunity to think about this meditation, that you are almost like a sleep state. It might be in this side some kind of alpha theta states that you can get when you are like this. Could be part of your career, that you understand these kind of frequencies that are very good for you, that you can rest. Here the person is anyway speaking. Opportunity to raise the voice and speak. Really communication. Communication is crucial in this career here. Then we have obstacles. So what is the obstacle? Okay, so obstacle is this kind of feminine style of victory when you can just celebrate and have this kind of merry party. Something about arriving to this kind of almost marriage of somebody, or like the group celebration. It's a obstacle. This is manifesting card, of course. 1111. This is the fruit, the blooming. The obstacle is to get there. What is it? The things are, maybe they are so mental. They are in the air, not in the grounded manifestation point. Things are just in the air. Okay, let's see. We start to understand soon. Person, okay, Ace of Bats. So there is the sword energy really here. So obstacle is maybe to be very starting new beginning in something. It is powerful new beginning is obstacle. There is something about, who knows, almost like this kind of Princess Rose story when person falls asleep 100 years, like this resting period might last longer than you thought. This is opportunity to rest, but watch out, like this new beginning is not coming. There is something. Maybe verify this. What is it that is obstacle now that you cannot? Here also the celebration. And together, yeah, I think this is really decisive focus point. The focus point is missing here. That's the obstacle. Again, the bat is indeed hanging there. Hanging around there a bit like a hangman. Paula Jamie can say, hello, so nice to catch you live. Yeah, welcome. I'm always starting my reading, even if nobody here, but these are recorded. But I do this live, and I don't know how many tarot readings are done like this, but I feel like amazing if somebody want to co-create with me and start to say what they see in the cards. It might give some other point of view. But now, this was supposed to be just 3 cards, but I made them like Rose, Bud, and Thorn. I made them in the relationship of your person that you're thinking, and also you can always see this is shadow side of yourself. Like we are carrying a shadow with us, and this might be we carry it into relationship. So if you start thinking this as your shadow side, it gets kind of interesting. Understanding like this might be how you show up, and this what is happening in the shadow. This king is, for example, very let's say ambitious, but there is the need to rest. There is this opportunity to rest too, like to make your work better. You have to have the work-life balance. Then here, there is whole these streams of having this very like a soulmate connection with somebody, like not just maybe even the work-wise. There is something about you can totally be on the life path that you are doing something that you love, or have somebody near you that you love, that there is this love is part of your work. Because I try to read this Hekate. But then in the shadow is a sun, what is complete awareness of your abilities and who you are, and this connection to your higher self. And if you are allowing yourself to tap into that energy, again, it shows here as a resting. So don't forget to rest. It almost looks like this advice for one person looking this might be, remember to rest. Because then this kind of ace ideas, if they are not coming in culmination, like there is some new beginning missing, is maybe because you are like, you need to focus, really go with one idea very clearly. The obstacle now here is kind of one thing, like ace and this celebration of arriving to something. So work-life balance, maybe this is really important here. But in this relationship, maybe you have to understand also if your partner, they need this kind of winter rest too, and they might be like tired to meet you, or something like this might be going around also. So anyway, that is pile number 1 now. This with practice makes perfect. Maybe that is also here. To understand the practice and the rest. We have an advice card of the Earth's heart. This very grounded energy. Earth energy is completely good for any air signs. Air signs needs always grounding, so maybe this advice is really on point. So this kind of air sign energy is going on here. You need this kind of grounding energy a lot. Practice is kind of that style too. And then we had here career change, and maybe that is here because this ehvas was like the rider with the horse going in unison. And this could be the obstacle that you want to change the career, or you want to change something, but it's not happening. And the advice was your career path is leading you in a higher direction. With positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose, trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You are being supported each step of the way. So there is this support, and actually maybe that's the obstacle. You don't feel you are supported. Like there is something about this community that you feel like you need that support, but it's not coming. Like team or something is not supporting your ideas. And that's something that has to happen, but the opportunity is to maybe wait for the right timing, communicate better because the king is here, completely master communication, practice a lot, and then you can arrive completely in this kind of success, happiest card of the tarot. But like this is in the cards, employment change. I think it is showing here. Let's read now this Earth's heart as advice. So the grounding for any air sign, it's so helpful. I'm Gemini too, and I know how healthy it is to go to walk or have a bath or really be grounded. Not just think about your projects. What is this? L2. Yes, 52. It's nice that somebody is really happy to catch my life. Like it's like I'm always dedicating time to it, but I'm at least very excited about what I see here. I'm often surprised even. But as you can see, my setting has changed. I made even this kind of board there. And I have this log lady style granny here. So it's nice to change sometimes things indeed in your desk. So depth pulls buried treasure. Okay, understand that there can be a buried treasure here. Do I see it somewhere else? Love, offer, freedom, green flags. Anyway, this is all very green flags. This is like happening. Beautiful stuff here. Number one, amidst our phenomenal scientific pursuits, we have yet to journey to the core of the earth. We can only suppose that is there. Such is the mystery of the Coverum Terra card. It is related to the archetypal image of the cave and the fourth chakra located at the heart. Oh, beautiful, like going towards this heart-centered place. It is related to, yes, this card appears when there is something blossoming deep within that requires our attention, our tending to. It could be a new love, a way of serving others, or an offering to the planet and its resources. Wow, this is even like an offering, obstacle to offer something. And this is like obstacle to offer some information because it's like a sword. What stops you from offering your like a third eye visions, your visions to the world? Like that is something here. Then in alchemical text, Coverum Terra roughly translates to earth is the true heart. The journey of discovery will take you through many layers, slowly revealing her gifts. This is proof of Earth's longing to provide, to teach. You already felt the pulse of the Earth's heart. Now it's time to listen, to be a student of her wisdom. And science tells us that the earth core is made of iron. If this card appears along with the iron card, you can be sure the magnetic center is pulling you. Go in and in. There was no iron on the table, but let's say iron in the sense of the sword. There is some information that is calling you to come to your awareness, possibly. That's what it is. This third eye chakra is here. Green color, even with the green flags, like it's like kind of golf course. It's like here. Underneath the golf course is hidden a treasure. What else I can see here? We have a lot of advice cards. I think I have to go forward. Even I give a lot of time to this reading, always seems like time runs out. Next card, I think we have the Whisper of Love last, so this will be the very love reading in the end to see for your love life. But this we had the Sagittarius, your highest ideals, the rules of physical, get it out to the world. So something has to be gone out to the world in this kind of passionate way. And now we have this lunar moon card, very hidden and secret, which is even this kind of rising rose in the winter time can be really like the rose is not showing it, the blooming is not showing it, even the potential is there. Something about that, even in this 18 card. Moon card, usually if we see it on the reading, it's often that you're not supposed to know everything before it actually happens, and that's the magic of life. Like we are given this life and we don't know all the script, and if we would know, we might not live the life how its ups and downs are making this kind of plot twist that is even interesting for us. So like I hate to have those kind of obstacles in my life too. Here is kind of like something with the community, and the information is not able to be expressed completely straightforward or something, but sometimes you have to withhold maybe something. You have to be in preparing things in opportunity, like on your own. Sometimes you need this focus totally on your own before you can like share. Girl Wake Up Podcast, Jessica is here. Greetings, love. Welcome. You are just arriving to pile number one's advice from the Egyptian Anubis Oracle. And the moon card is pile number one's advice. Let's read. Khonsu, lunar energies, divine timing, blood mysteries. Khonsu is a lunar god who appears with as many phases as the phases of the moon. Like the moon, he controls the tides and influences the weather. It's not a female, it's like a man, baboon or something. He's likely closely linked with Thoth, and like Thoth is seen as both the ibis and the baboon. Known as the Wanderer, he is protector of travelers and a measurer of time. Khonsu brings spiritual nourishment to our bodies and souls. He knows the exact timing in which we are ready to receive communion and eat the flesh of gods, so that we may become as one of them. Khonsu works on our behalf to fertilize our minds and hearts with the seeds of our own divinity. He engaged the power of the moon to bring forth the healing rains that cleans our old belief systems, and he renews our DNA at the cellular level. He governs the tides of the oceans and human emotions. Khonsu is a great healer, said to be able to exorcise demons. He does this by honoring, feasting, and celebrating the diseases, and they go away happy. Interesting. We had here the obstacle, like you had this community and kind of no party, and this advice here is like just party away the devil. Like they just want to party, so party them away. Like something like a celebrate the lessons, for example, what you learn with these devils. Honoring, feasting, and celebrating the diseases, and they go away happy. What advice? So they go away happy. The obstacles. And if you have chosen this card, the time is now to move forward in some situation that you have been hesitant about. It is also a favorable time for travel. Whatever movement is being called for, you may want to harness the power of ritual. Create a communion ceremony in honor of the divine being that you are. Acknowledge the journey you have completed that has prepared you for the new phase you are entering. You can do this spiritually or bring it to the physical plane by setting up an altar with food that represents the body of earth and drink that represents the blood of the divine nether. If you are in need of healing, honor the source of your disease, injury, or situation for the teachings it has brought you as you take in the holy sacrament. Yes, bringing this kind of sacred ritual in your life to then like bye-bye, I don't want you anymore in my life, like this kind of attitude here. But celebrate it away, kind of. And now we got still the last advice card. I pull it live. Something has to be pulled live here. But this is only the one part of the Paradiso. Career Paradiso. Oh my god, I have 2 more to go and I have no break. Mercy on me. File number 1. No, 1 card only. I'm not gonna take 2. Let's have this. Oh, this one to come, okay. We got here, rest and relaxation is essential. So this was in the shadow side or your partner. So this is important to address. Rest and relaxation is essential. We all have a fundamental need to take a break. So even the mermaid needs a break. Cannot always be swimming around and going around to be curious around. 42 is the number. Yes, I think I'm gonna read this for you. Give this kind of paradise feeling with the love card. Starting this new journey with the Paradise Canto. So let's have this. You are at your best when all aspects of your life are balanced. Love yourself and the people in your life enough to create an environment where everyone has the opportunity to take care of their needs. You are at your best and able to fully appreciate all that life offers when you are well rested. When you are under a lot of stress, your muscles respond and become tense. Be aware of what the stress feels like for you and implement some relaxation techniques to keep things from escalating. Your ability to calm down and relax will improve with practice. It is important to recognize and address your needs. Do not wait until you are completely depleted before you stop for rejuvenation. Make relaxation a part of your day. Give your mind and muscles a much needed rest. A mermaid dreams as she lies on the ocean floor, and a pod of dolphins swim overhead. The pale green hue of the artwork highlights a need to take time to heal. Dolphins have an innate ability to go into a beta state for rest after a long night of hunting. What is your idea of relaxing? Allow rest and relaxation to be part of your life. So this is here as advice to your career and love life and everything. Interesting that even this you, as a current, I see this, I was reading your side and your person, this, they both are resting in the sense that this person is just having kind of correspondence, love correspondences under the blanket here in the bed. The vampire is coming from the window with the invitation, and then the other side they are resting here happily as well. This is completely the message here. Not to forget then to practice your skills and your art also, and water your rose to bloom. The success that can come when you party the devil away, and have open mind for new ideas. So that is the pile number 1. What a reading! I'm always excited to see this. And life, and what a cards. Success is totally Lovers and Sun card. Sun is gonna come back to us. It's spring. not yet. I think the official spring is of course not yet, but like still we are already on the other side of the December. We are in January. So pile number 2 will be about the throat chakra. Who knows if piles are connected? I have a mess here. I really have to clean up it. Anybody want to comment here in the meanwhile or ask a question? But I will only think about doing this. Yes, I did 1 hour reading. Oh my god. First one was long, but still. We are going. There was a lot of introductory things too, so the girl will get the feelings here. Okay, this has to go back because it can come again. And this can come again also. So, this was not here. So, pile number 2 we are having here. Interesting thing as well. I'm always kind of ambitious in my reading to learn something new when I change the chapter. So this challenge for this year will be a rune, that I will use runes in my 2025 readings. Girl Wake Up Podcast says, I was hired at a school on Friday, walking distance from my new home. I'm happy. Wow, what a news. Career change. So maybe this pile was for you. Wow, walking distance from the school. It's almost like this, this, wow. Yes, you made it. You were like hired like in, yeah, of course you said like you do this kind of replacement thing, but I hope you got a lot of hours. It's like amazing. I have done also teaching work. It's so good with the family life. It's ideal work if you're a mother. Yes, Paula says also, congratulations, Girl Wake Up. Yes, you are making it. 2025 will be a success year. Yes. So, we are having here a rune that is that is Raido. This is interesting. I think it's the audience horse connected to Sleipnir. And there is also, if I remember, wait, it is element air, riding chariot. Yeah, it's a crow and steed. This is like a great horse, war horse, audience horse. This Raido is amazing rune to get. This is amazing. This is, I will read it in some point, but it's a very strong statement here. Together with the throat chakra is something that you have something to say, something to express. Usually artists get this crystal. Of course, you have not made your choice. This is totally not be a silent child. Express because you have something important to say in this world. So we have a advice card. It's a pyramid. It's also like kind of legacy, like pyramid lasts very long time. So 23 pyramid. So, yes, Jessica said, I relocated with no permanent job. Now I have a permanent job. Yes. Goals. That's amazing. That I'm so happy for you. Wow. And it is like when you are alone mother, how scary is that if you don't have a permanent job? Like that is being, it's for me at least, I think yeah, it's been some time really stressful, very stressful. So when you are getting more like a stable energies in your life, you can really even like do the work in peace of mind. It's important. Then we have a planet card. So this is a South Node. There will not be anxiety about and trouble. So this is kind of like always to be careful when you have the South Node card. It's some kind of warning. This pile might have some more negative energy. Already seeing this one. What is it? Archetypal element. Earth. Yes, grounding is also needed in this pile. North Node is what is now really astrologically people are talking about, all about this lunar nodes and all this kind of interesting start of the age of Aquarius. But even maybe in the age of Aquarius we come to this fact that we have to stay grounded. We cannot be like a woo-woo completely. Like maybe that's message here, like stay grounded whatever is happening. Your first card here is pile number 2 is every real story is a never-ending story. So it's like a big story. Be understanding you are part of a big story. Like there indeed can be ups and downs. Like in here, there is this gingerbread man riding the luck dragon. So kind of like Jessica got the new job, is completely on top of the world. But then there is this horse in the story, is the faithful horse that ends up to the swamp and is like getting so sad that it's kind of having a bad storyline there. But like there is both in life, there's all in life. This is strength card, of course. Understand this strength that you need to push through whatever challenges you have. I always like to think about this, like what was in the Game of Thrones. This Stark's daughter lost the father. Then there was this sword fighter advising her, like when she was like sloppy, like in the fighting practice, like fight with me, because what we say to the dead, we say not today. And she's like pointing with the sword, like you have to stay sharp, whatever, like especially when the hard time stuff comes, then you show your strength, then you show what you are made for, then you show your strength when you get these obstacles. So what do we say to the dead? Not today. Like you really fight. You fight for what you want. It's possible. And here, this is like a war horse, Odin's horse, similar kind of. Raido is really strong. And crow, even as animal, really strong, powerful leadership energy here. Chaos, okay, we are having here darker energy. So chaos. Healer, okay, no, I guess this is one. Sometimes people become healer indeed because they have had this wounded healer story. They know the chaos, they know the darkness, and they don't want that to anybody else to happen. So they are wanting to give their go as a healer. Here is for you. You have the spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share it with others. Me too, with this channel, I really do the shadow readings because I feel like speaking helps a lot. And creativity, like if I can show my own creativity, it can be helpful to have this kind of joyful spirit going around. Even dark subject, indeed dark subject, you should not just dwell in the dark, you have to bring both aspects. If you're chaos, it is a part of creation. It's like even Brené Brown says, like magic is in the mess. So the chaos is always like, if you have like you want to change in your life, the natural is you have to bring a little chaos to make it happen. So the chaos might be, in the case of Jessica now, she moved to another place, and that was chaotic, but it is like eventually she's like driving that driving that horse, and now getting through it. There was no, this is another one, angel card. Angel advice. So declutter. You will feel better and more focused if you take the time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. Very good advice for in the beginning of the year. Kind of spring cleaning, already advising to start now. So it's nice. I wonder what kind of planet she's holding here. This is interesting image. It's almost like too many planets. Let's clean some away. And your I am statement, I am healthy, okay, very aligned to this healer here. Staying healthy, clean home can really contribute to this. If there is a chaos, it can really be just the chaos in your mind shows in your house. So it's like, I know too, like this room, it could be done better. But often if you're busy, of course, then you also don't have time to always put things in the back. But it's good to have this kind of good habits to put things back in the box, for example, tarot decks and so on. So let's read now about a little bit this Raido, because this is like you can learn runes with me this year. I promise in this paradise we get into the Norwegian Valhalla mysteries more this year. So Raido is connected to deity Thor and Odin, and for setting, and element is air. Actually, chaos is totally this kind of moment when the tornado comes or something is like swirling around. I see the air element even in this kind of strength card. They are like driving there. Here also kind of air focused. So the air energy is here. Good air, what we breathe in, it's also influencing our health. So really, even if I see this pyramid card, there is like a wind blowing in this pyramid. So interestingly, there is really this kind of healing air element. Juanita Sanse say Happy New Year to you. Yes, Happy New Year. This is the Divine Comedy Paradise, and we are finally in 2025. And if Jessica was and other people were not here, in the beginning I said like I have my tarot deck ready. I finished yesterday. So if you got your permanent contract, I actually did 3 months dedication to design these first cards by hand. And here is the last card I designed. It's my lock lady. It became a prophecy card. So it is a moment. Maybe there is something in the air that things get in a good point. Johanna says, awesome, yes. And of course, I use these handmade cards, and my intention is now for this year to sit, I'm a graphic designer, so sit on my computer, dedicate time, and make this like a very like a detailed, good computerized drawings. And for example, my ideal is the Halloween deck, so maybe I go with that kind of clarity, like I will make really a lot of details. You wanted to say congratulations, yes. Like this is my idea out of all decks. I like this deck, how it is made. Interesting, this is also in the Egyptian themes as we are having here. But this, how this is drawn, I would like to maybe go with my deck in this kind of way, that the images can really be made computer sharper. So hopefully somebody wanna buy it then, but this is, I have to even find who would publish it. Do I have to publish it myself? I'm a graphic designer, I can actually do it, but it is a process. That's my dream and my my personal ambition here at this channel also. So thank you. Let's go with this Raido. We are always possible to learn something. Me too. I was really excited to start learning this because last summer also you could always do. These are just stones and I painted them. So I did this setting, but I felt always I'm not able to, I'm not like wise enough to use them in eye reading. But that's the way I can make a cards, and then we are kind of learning them by one, week by week. So this is connected to Hierophant. Interestingly, like I just showed you the Hierophant card. Like, what are the odds that this rune that we were just talking about is a Hierophant related rune? Maybe everything has a meaning. Then astrology, this is Sun in Sagittarius, Moon in 3rd house, which is Gemini, Sagittarius and Taurus. Anyway, Raido speaks of the exciting adventure of external and internal journeys, as well as the perpetual spiritual search for mankind. it takes its its name meaning from chariot wheel rider. But it's also considered a symbol of the wheel of life. The essential themes of Raido are communication, unity, self-transformation, soul journey, and inner guidance. And then there's a huge text I still wrote about this. Yeah, this is really nice. Like this is connected to Odin's horse, Leipnir. Raido provides order according to natural laws and supports with wise advice and just judgments. There is also a close connection to knights. In modern times, Raido can be an expression of a physical or spiritual journey or quest. With Raido, advice seeker move forward the realization of a desired goal. For the future, this can mean that something is set in motion and in the decisive and the right direction. It's kind of like a good omen that you are going now with your horse to the right direction. Even the crow is kind of messenger bird, seeing things at once. It's almost like if these animals are connected here, you are, even the chaos is here. You're kind of able to rise above the cloud and see kind of like really a higher view to navigate this possible healing journey, because there has been this chaos. But health should be prioritized. That's the message here. Then let's have an emotional landscape. What is going on here? But anyway, I have to say, imagine me in this Christmas holiday having time alone when my child was with my ex. I made 19 tarot cards, 19 in 1 week. That's something I think I've never done. But now I did, because I was like, I have to get it ready. But sometimes you have to really push. But of course you have to not get like a less sleep or something like that. But sometimes doing something really can, you're like, all right, I'm gonna do this, takes effort. Courageous, talking about this kind of night energy. Desire, soulful, this emotional landscape of your relationship. First kiss, how beautiful is this? There is a possible first kiss. My readings are often kind of like a 2-week notice, so who knows? Out of this chaos comes a first kiss. That would be a nice nice result to stick away, stick in this kind of like a storm, like in a, imagine like you are in this kind of storm of the sea and you're just putting yourself in this mast and going through, and then you get to this kind of like a clear waters and there is like Prince Charming giving you a kiss. It's like, well done. Anyway, let's see, next thing we still have to have you. Current feelings of a person, yes. So many, but I prefer to touch them all. So we are going to current feelings of your person. This. Okay, one more. Okay. Pile number 2, current feelings of person. What is here? Sign of a deep loneliness. Maybe that's a healing point here. The person see this loneliness. 1, oversharing when there's someone to listen. 2, feeling like the disposable person in a group. 3, putting people's needs before your own. 4, feeling the need to be overly helpful or nice. 5, feeling isolated and like no one really sees you. 6, feeling like you don't belong anywhere. 7, becoming obsessive with friendships. This is a healing point. What the loneliness is kind of like a disease in our world. That we cannot connect. That's a natural thing of the campfire in the old age, like people could actually meet each other. Here we have this loneliness, and this is of course a silent child archetype is negative here. To heal, cure is to be communicator. So how to express any way you can, any possible you can. Then current feelings of person, divine feminine and divine masculine, love alchemy, the lovers, deep bliss. Okay, these lovers cards come here. Wow. So there is feelings a lot. And also this nice, I feel very close to you. Calvin Harris, I wear my heart upon my sleeve like a big deal. Your love pours down on me, surrounds me like a waterfall, and there is no stopping us right now. I feel so close to you right now. So there is, yeah, it's like Lonely Heart Club, I would say here. Something is happening in the Lonely Heart Club. I want this last forever. Oh. That is also here in this first card of yours. That is the Strength card. There's also this forever. And every real story is never-ending story. I want this story to last forever. Beautiful. And the story is connected to kind of like communicator, is a storyteller. It's this throat chakra is at best when it can tell the stories of the possible, this kind of wild adventures. Another time we get the chaos card, so this must be very meaningful. You know, I pulled this prior to this reading, just based in the crystal. Here I felt it. And again we got the chaos. So it's confirmation there is a chaos in the relationship. And it means a change. Chaos is a change energy. It is completely like a tornado coming and wipe the village. It's like something new has to take place. And only way to do it is through this chaos. But what is saying here? This is like a Memorial Day poppy. Flower is connected to that fallen shoulder. I can smell the danger in a stillness, on a balance. With a left eye, I'm watching the crows to appear. Wow. I think this might be from a song even. I have taken some of this from the songs. Might be from the Aster song. There is actually a song called Chaos, but point is watching the crows to appear. Crow is a messenger too. You might be projecting the inside outside, kind of like there needs to be spoken something, there needs to be things said, and you just watch things going around, but it's inside of you also. Just need to express, not to become a silent child, which is this archetype here in this chakra energy. I always keep repeating this, but there is a book called Chakras and the Archetype by Ambika Waters, and she speaks clearly about all these energies that are like chakra energies connect to archetypal energies, and this is the silent child, so, and communicator. So it is really inner child healing also. If you were not allowed to express as a child, this might get activated. These are this kind of emotional locks, emotional blocks, how you call it, like in Finnish we say like emotional locks. And sometimes in life situation those locks are activated and you cannot get out. It's just like it's in you, this kind of pattern. You say I'm going to have to get one. You mean like which one? Like the cards I made, or something I'm using? But this, if somebody's gonna buy my deck, I will be so happy. But of course, first I have to produce it to be. But I'm a graphic designer, so I can do it. But imagine, I was having so much fun doing this, because here I could make this is the King of Wands card. There is this Rise of Phoenix, and I know Lock Lady has his dead husband's ashes on the fireplace. What she don't want to burn anything there, because she wants to keep the lock safe. Anyway, point is, like, I was so happy to get all these themes that were in my drawings in this card. Anyway, let's continue this reading. Yeah, this deck, I don't know how much it's gonna cost me. I have to think about the cost, how much the printing cost. But this invisible tarot deck, this is handmade. I have handmade this, so it is all handmade. Of course, sometimes get muchi. So this, if I would make now a deck that I would sell, I should have to take like a photocopies, I guess, and the deck would not be the best paper then, because of course it's nice to have like a deck. So I think the best option is that I actually make them in the computer, and then it's like a printed and everything, not scanned. But let's see. Yes, yeah, I'm really happy. This was the last card I designed, but I felt like this crow with a golden spoon. I was just like laughing when I was doing this. Like, I was just like, I cannot stop drawing. Like, this is the last card. Is this the last card? I put a lot here. Cherry on the cake. Yes. Thank you. Like, yeah. Anyway, when you have fun, what you do, I think it shows. One more feeling of your person. And oh my God, second chaos card. How is it possible that me pulling these things live, and out of all these feelings, you get like another chaos? So even your person see there has been some chaos. What is this golden bullet here? This is a song by Astrid Swan here. If you want to listen to Finnish singer Astrid Swan. Will it be frost? Will it be rain? Will it be bullets through the vein? I come back to life. And then there's another song, Guns N' Roses. Soft versus hard, hard weapon, sweet rose, trigger warning. Like, there is this kind of polar opposite when kind of Guns N' Roses, like, can be beautiful but dangerous. Golden bullets, the bullets can be actually golden. Like, there's all this kind of like danger, almost like a stranger danger. I don't know, something is like alarming here. Like, let's see further. Interesting that we had just this Judgment Day prophecy card showing here. Like, maybe it's meaningful for me to show this Lock Lady here. Like, Twin Peaks, it's not always sweet. Laura Palmer is missing, and so on. Like, maybe that's also a bit chaos, but Lock Lady is safe with the lock. Anyway, let's continue. So we have here the kind of career reading with the rosebud and thorn. Now all the current emotional landscape got completely mixed here, like completely like a pile of chaos. I mean, if I have a chaos on the table, it's clearly like now this table want to show like there is this corner, no card has, there will not be anxiety about and trouble, and all this emotional landscape is in this pile here like this. And here is a chaos. So let's see, let's put everything like in here now. Let's start cleaning, spring cleaning. This declutter was also here as a as advice. Angels see you need to clean. Ethereal, say hi, welcome. It's nice to have a live audience. So we are going now to see this rosebud and thorn. But in the pile number 1, I already improvised that I start doing it as couple reading. So we're gonna see, you could see it like a shadow. The other side can be your own shadow, and part of you or the person career you are with or you are interested, because sometimes we carry this around, project others, the dark side of us we don't accept or don't see to apply to. And I'm a shadow sister. I'm willing to show that side. Let's see. Tarot of positions already having the duality in the cards. Now it's like a doubled. So, okay, I have to feel this. So we are going to this. First we see the success. What could be success for you in your career or even in the relationship, but this is the success point, the rose. put a blue rose in my image here. It's very Twin Peaks like also, but blue rose, yeah, again, there is a blue rose here. Mystery to be solved. Oi. But what is the success blue rose here on your partner? Mystery partner? It could be the career success. Maybe you could locate, you know where they are. You're like, okay, Tarot reader Silva said, that's what my person is doing for a living. Okay, he might be in this office. Let's go to raid it. Let's find this man. It's mine. Okay, let's see. Successful career is this of this your person and you. Then this is if you chose now the pile number 2. So what is the part? The opportunity, your opportunity, and your person's opportunity, or your shadow. Take it what resonates. Then we have this obstacle and challenge. What is that? So we have here. I really need to use the bigger crystal. Maybe now I'm able to do this. To focus. What needs to come through? 2 things. Okay. So, okay, we have here 3 of Wands. This is always foresight. This is very much like seeing your options. Success is like kind of me having here tarot reading, able to have a foresight of something. That's a success that you know something what happens before. Maybe, I mean, of course, the career-wise, is this a career that you are seeing predictions to some people, like me, tarot reader, or is it like something making analysis of something? Can be. Ethereal, I say, I'm in love with a boy from 4 years. We were in a relationship, but I had to leave him due to reasons. I want to know if I still have a future with him. Okay, I might take your question in the end, but you have to be patient. I can tag you, but I think this reading is going so long. Now it's 1 hour and 30 minutes. That after the 3rd pile, I will take this question. But yes, I could answer. But now in this reading, this is a success, the 3 of Wands. So let me think about what did I draw for 3 of Wands. I want to see this 3 of Wands because I think it's a, isn't it an Aries card? I think it's an Aries card. When you do reading, like when you design cards, you really have to start understanding the meaning of them. Then you pay attention to a lot before you do the design. And I have a feeling it was Mars in Aries. Very go-getter energy. Yes. So for Jessica, if you are here, this would be totally career banging, doing your career well. This kind of doing energy, or like having a amazing vision. But where is that card now? Of course I cannot see it. I want to show my card because maybe this needs to be. Much more easier to pick the card randomly than to find the right card. 78 cards are a lot. I still designed it this week, so it's freshly in my mind. This, of course, would be the Aries card classic. The card honors that card of 3. It's here. These are the 2 Aries cards of my deck, for example. Yes, Jessica is here. So I'm just reading that this is now pile number 2 success. And as it is completely Aries card, my version of the card is this. To live a life of virtue, match up your thoughts, words, and deeds. Epictetus. And this is kind of going to this kind of Papa Deer, like a we find way. So this would be the success in your relationship career, that you have a like a virtuous life. So this will be totally Aries, Mars in Aries, and Mars is a ruling planet of Aries, so this is completely like Aries acing. So who knows, this is for you. But this is my version of it. There is this kind of like a vision, big vision. And in the classic tarot, this looks like a desert, but it's not. There is like a ships coming in, like all your like a plans and goals make fruit. Then your person. Now, Jessica, if you are single, you will find out who is your person. Okay, the Fool. Wow. Fool's journey. Somebody, a new chapter in your life. This person is completely like a dreamer, lover. Somebody may be moving to Texas soon also. So yes, but this person can be a shadow side, of course. This reading tells that this is a success in the sense that your person's success is freely starting something new or like having a fresh mind about something, but it's of course often a lover card also. So they are both having this kind of energy of walking like this. Maybe this point I should read from this book. Stories. Did I put it now here? This is a major arcana card, so let's read about this. Is your person's or your shadow side success, what it means. Yeah, this is definitely you. Yeah, this looks already, yes. But it's kind of like there is like the need to clean well, keep your own house clean, and things can like come beautifully together, like you are starting all the order from your own house. Whether you travel to unknown destination in the world or in your mind, you will encounter wonderful energies and forces that you would not experience by standing still in the places you already know. Explore alone or in the company of those who will help you on your journey. And confidence in the future and soul that is renewed every day will prepare you for new adventures. Waiting for the right moment to walk confidently in the world is propitious, but only if you have already accumulated the best energies at your disposal. Be visionary and pure. Always listen to the voice of the wind and follow its direction. And that's what Jessica has been even doing. Yes, Jessica said, I need to clean soon. And Spirit is saying like, declutter, Jessica. What is that orb? What is that thing? Do you need it? Anyway, there is this beautiful living, doing what you say you do is a success in this side, and here is like not afraid of the new. And this, of course, is a new chapter on your life. So that's also what is exactly happening even in Jessica this month. So this is for you. But remember to communicate clearly. It is always like I studied communication too, like something can always go wrong. So of course, you can also prepare in the company crisis communication. When the things are well, you always think when they go bad. So it's just always be prepared is best. Like Jessica, declutter already. Now I need to actually clean, mop. Yes, it's like, am I like having your ancestors here to give you? I mean, I feel like you have been present in my reading. You have become like a definitely there is something for you always here. Yes, and yeah, I want that stone. Like this is a chakra, throat chakra. Can be very good to lapis lazuli. This is also protection stone often. So if you would have indeed chaos in your life, this could be really good stone to have even hang on your neck. This is good for artists also to keep like more focused on expressing your truth or being. I gave you my mother even this crystal once. Anyway, then we have. This is the bud, the rose in the bud. Okay, Two of Swords. So able to kind of make this intuitive choice. Very high priestess energy, of course. So there's ability to do some decision in the way that you feel like blindfolded, that you You just feel it in your heart. That is right choice. Almost like when you have this kind of virtuous life, to live a life of virtue, match up your thoughts, words, and deeds. Kind of you can trust things when you are matching them really, like you are aligned, then things are aligned. I think I will read this thing from here. It's opportunity to be this way. Be intuitive. Practice is kind of almost like guessing what is the card next. That would be really like kind of this remote view exercise I've been doing even as a psychic exercise. But like start to intuitively see what would be that shadow, because I'm telling you, this can be shadow side of you in your career. So in the light, you might have this moment when you think you have to do things blindfolded, but what would that be, that secret part of it? Why is that you have to be trusting very much your instincts? So Ethereal say, hi, was gone for a while. Who is this reading about? So it is not anybody's other than the general reading for pile number 2. And I will still keep in mind you. I will also tag you if you are here in the end. I will pick one psychic free question then. But now I'm still, this is pile number 2. So we are having also this rune. All these things are pile number 2. Still pile number 3, and only then I do these personal readings. But this is matching somebody who's watching. It's also beautiful that I get this feedback, yes, this is now matching to me, so it's like already win-win for me that somebody's energies are like I feel them in the sense that my hands took them now. So this is the opportunity in your career. It's time to reflect, to stop and look within before you act. You have an important choice that could affect the lives of others. So think well, deeply, coldly. Whatever you choose, you should calmly accept the consequences if you have acted for the good. Yeah, Jessica said, I like pile 1 and 2 so far. This can be connected, really. This is interesting that this brought in the like a dark energy that moon also presents, this kind of secret, hidden, but that is a feminine, dark feminine energy. It's not always like it is a strong energy, like a daylight, yes, this kind of light feminine is, but dark feminine has this kind of innate power. If you are able to really be grounded in the sense of your communication, it's powerful. And maybe this opportunity is guiding you to have this kind of, this card is often the meditation card. Now again, I think I'm going to show from my own deck because I have always text. And again, this is one of the cards I designed this week, so it's fresh in my mind. So my Two of Swords is this wolf with the blue rose. So there is this moon, and it's meditation. To her soul regards seeing, the culture around her regards sightlessness. To her soul wishes to speak the truth. She is pressured to be silent. Clarissa Pinkola. So this is a woman running with the wolves. And this is my version of this card. So it is asking you to meditate, asking you to go in this kind of deep place that we are like, I mean, I can say you already tip, like I started to study psychic 3 years ago. One of the exercise is a share exercise. You set a timer for 30 minutes. It can be very painful to do nothing for 30 minutes, but meditate in the sense that you don't move a single thing in your body. You are just sitting there, eyes closed. You can touch yourself in the sense like hands on the lap, but maybe like hands just resting on the table or like on your knee. You just sit there like this, 30 minutes. After 10 minutes, I guarantee it will be painful. It will be so painful, you want to stop. Your soul is like, your inside voice is like the critical mind. This is it. Critical mind is here, the source always. It's screaming, stop it, don't be more than this, like what are you wasting your time? But if you do for a whole 30 minutes, meditate, stay in the sense that you are just observing your thoughts, you are just letting the right side of the brain come to play, like come, like close, like all these tasks, all this critical mind active in your mind, you are able to just silence it, or like let it be. Let's say you should not push anything aside. Repression is always like you are just stuck more in the web if you fight it. But recognize that there's this critical mind who is trying to tell you what to do and so on, and start to observe what comes through, and there come amazing things through. But 30 minutes is not much of your life, but if you do that, it might be really opportunity for you. So that's here. And then Jessica, oh wow, what you said makes sense for asking about salary amounts that will affect family and household. Maybe, yeah, this is whatever you need to meditate, but you are much more powerful when you are able to listen to that intuitive side of you. That is the right side of brain that we are not using. That is feminine quality number 1. So the any body sensations might be part of this revelation. Your body is also like antenna. It's half stored in your heart everywhere information, and it can come true when you are sitting still and you are like receiving. You become a receiver. So this is the opportunity. Have this. It's like a time for yourself, but meditation. So I'm like kind of preaching here, but I was so happy to make this kind of wolf, because wolf is such a like a lupa. It's also a powerful she-wolf. You have an opportunity to become this she-wolf. It's like wild insect, like even you know what's happening, even they put the pandas on your face like a witch, but I'm a good witch. Okay, let's see the shadow. Has anybody so this is, wow, Wheel of Fortune. There is huge luck in the shadows. Almost like, is this a positive? I think it's a positive luck. Yes, karma. Wow. Look, this lioness, sphinx, whatever it is, sphinx, I guess. I'm gonna read this. This is amazing. Like, this is a major arcana card again in the shadow, or your person. That is a thing. You are possible attracting somebody who is the luckiest person, like this kind of this Donald Duck, some character there is like uncle, so lucky, like Jupiter again. Jessica, I already gave you this personal reading where we saw that your guy is a Jupiter guy. This is the Jupiter card, Wheel of Fortune. So again, look around your classroom, go to some language course, travel a bit, like there is a Jupiter energy person for you. These two is very much this kind of Sagittarius style. Interesting. But that's in shadow. Luck is also on your side. You just are worrying maybe, mentally indeed, trusting that you got everything that you need to, and no worries amplifies your manifestation powers and confidence. Yes, to understand that you have this sphinx, prophetic sphinx in the shadows, like, oh my god, or the person even. You have all the opportunity to be almost like a chosen, like Jessica was chosen for this work, and you trust that you got it what it takes. Ethereal say, oops, I have to go shortly, not to be rude, but can I at least get a yes or no? So the question was, I should not interrupt this reading. I will do this, Ethereal. I will take your question, I think so, whatever long it is, but I will take it in the end. I can say, because you are really like anxious to have the answer. Not sure how long reading will be, but I will tag you so you will know that you got this reading. But of course, we are going very lengthy. This is almost 2-hour reading in the second pile, so every pile is gonna get like a 1 hour. But okay, I'm generous. We are in paradise, so let's enjoy this ride. It's almost like this too was this rider. The Odin's horse, which is very much this symbology again here, wheel was mentioned even in this rune. I love to see this. It's like a magical to see these runes matching cards I pull live. Tells you possibly that I have some skills, so that I'm like connected to some energies that are similar, while energy stays aligned. Where is my wheel? Is this card? Sometimes these booklets are like wrong. The wheel jumped. Okay, here it is. Yeah, Ethereal says it's midnight here and I have to leave, but can do the reading slowly and keep the live in your channel. Watch it later. It's not okay. I will take your question in the end. I think I follow this because there are people who wanna like timestamp watch this reading as complete. It has to be then about this energy, otherwise it's completely different energy. So I will do this pile readings and then I take this question. But the question of yours is still here. Juanita Sansa, have a blessed day. Anyway, this now is that shadow possibly or your person's opportunity. So this is interesting for a person who's single. You might recognize a person being successful and then he's like, okay, that's my person. It's time to evolve, change and transform yourself. Ride the wheel to consciously experience either victory or defeat. Look for what generated one or the another, and you won't have to repeat the lesson. Feel the surrounding energies and long to those who lead by empty road. No, is this indeed? I'm telling you, this is jumping wrong. This is not correct. I think this book is completely going weird. Sometimes these pages in this book is not correct. Is it here? Okay, I just read a short meaning. So feel the surrounding energies. Let's leave it to this, and I have to mark what is this thing jumping here because this page is not logical. Because there is not, usually there's positive and negative and here is nothing. So something went bad with this book. Yeah, I have to find it. But this is very like feeling the surrounding energies. It's here. And respond, not react. Yes, that would be the advice in this kind of throat chakra. Respond, not to react. Take the time you need to reflect something that maybe bothers you, and then you find the answers. Okay, we have here now the obstacle. So we have a 9 of Wands. This is actually someone working very hard. So you might get in the situation you are very like a stressful because, but I think I saw again my own card might give you better point. This is still positive. It's kind of positive stress. This is Sagittarius card in the sense that, yeah, it's very ambitious to work on the project. My card, I think if I remember, was it? Let me see. Which one was it? Was it the Cinderella? Yes, it's a Cinderella. So Cinderella is here. So that is your obstacle. No matter how hard is grieving, if you keep on believing the dream that you wish will come true. It's kind of keeping the fire alive. That's the obstacle, how hard things might be. And maybe that is the little thing about this reading. Indeed, if we talk about with Jessica how you have to declutter the house, this Cinderella has also kept the house in order. So there's like, try to keep everything like going like smoothly. Yes, Ethereal say I'll watch later. You can do my reading at the end. Yes, I can promise you this. So you can look for this reading, and I have to respect the energies. Like I cannot just jump. If it was this your pile that you picked, then I could have taken part of the pile. But it is a separate question, so I will do this. Anyway, I understand. Like it's also late for me sometime, but I started kind of 6 o'clock, so I think you are on different time. So this is your person now having obstacles. What it is? There is a bad High Priestess. So there is something like a bad guidance. Oh my god, what is this woman? Because this is the positive one, like a High Priestess, like Pisces woman, for example, but this is a bad one. What is it? And then we have, this is positive judgment. So there is kind of my Lock Lady card was connected to this. But this High Priestess, I can show my own cards. They are very prophesizing cards. Maybe the shadow side is this kind of, it's hard to believe in something when the beliefs comes always what you see happening, and when you always see bad things happening, then you are like having hard time to believe that a good thing can happen, because that's about the fate. What fate is all about, that you believe even if you don't see before it's happening. So it's like something is like that. It's hard sometimes to keep up the faith, but that's how you are able to make some magic thing happening, that you have that faith. Even the around world is in chaos, you still are able to be in peace. That's kind of very big mastery of any Zen person, that in whatever room you are thrown, you are like having the inside peace and nobody can shake your energies. That's like a mastery. And this would be this. So two very prophesized things in the shadow. So the High Priestess, but that was upside down. And this Margaret Lanterman in Twin Peaks. But that would be your person having this, or it's almost like a like a divorce and a mother. I don't know. But let's read from this Tarot position, this kind of shadow, obstacle, or part of yourself that you should accept, that you can be High Priestess in a positive way, and not like as people are saying a witch. It's like a wicked witch. This is a negative. Coldness and distance from the world and your fellow human beings are dangerous attitudes. You don't need tricks or complicated calculations, not even secrets or powerful allies. Waiting to be worthy is right, and for what you need to prepare properly, study, be inwardly impeccably. Yeah, like it just, you have to like just be inwardly impeccable, like you can turn it around. Trust your own like a guidance, your own inner voice, that often is a mother's voice. Like many fairy tales, because I always keep repeating this, that fairy tales are healing. The mother's voice is like, can be the puppet that is speaking, this guiding the Vasalisa, the beautiful in this Baba Yaga story, or there is what is it? This kind of justice-related story, Goose Girl. There is the mother giving a handkerchief with 3 drop of blood, and then she loses it and she loses her intuition. So it's like always this kind of mother influence is the now was negative here. Something like you mother, of course, when it's feeling safe can trust, when it's not feeling safe can't trust. So something like this is in the shadow, and the judgment is like really re-evaluating the situation. That could be a person too, having some hardships about life, that even there is this opportunity luck, it's hard to believe that the luck has come. But the new chapter is a success story. And then it is like, even here was this first card, I put Aries card here now, but it is, this is a strength card. Every real story is a never-ending story. So when things are real, there are a lot of like ups and downs too. You have to kind of just navigate that. And sometimes maybe navigating that in the day-to-day life is just to clean and declutter. It'll say, okay, bye. So I will tag you. I will talk about your questions. Indeed, you could say all things about this question now before you leave. But now we go think to this advice cards, we still have the pyramid. It's a very grounding energy. And we have, did I read the Masa Confusa card? I don't remember I read that. Did I read it? I start to be also like a absent-minded, like I think I didn't read it. I'm gonna read the Chaos card before we go to this stable pyramid. Interesting pyramid and the Sphinx. So disoriented spinning groundlessness. So that is the archetype kind of alchemy energy here. That simple advice was already to clean. When an alchemist sits in their laboratory amidst the presence of Masa Confusa, something miraculous is bound to occur. That because this card, this state, is so powerful and all-encompassing that it typically overwhelms the student to the point of despair. Such is the nature of chaos. It is grand trickster, the topsy-turvy confusion that turns life on its head and spins a web not even the wisest mystic can untangle. Baffling, yes. Disorienting, yes. But the seasoned alchemist is like really asking you to be the seasoned alchemist. Like take your time to really like go through the storm. Seasoned alchemist, where it is. But the seasoned alchemist recognize it as the most potent point in the alchemical experiment. Wait, observe, do nothing. What is totally this opportunity here? Observe. It's like even writing things that you see, you hear, or really like what I see, what I hear, what I feel, what I know. Like write this kind of journal about this, becoming this kind of high priest in a positive sense. And then have a walk in the nature and again ask these questions and receive the answers. Do nothing. It is destiny itself that spins the web. And the destiny is here spinning the web. This is completely destiny card here in the shadows. This is the destiny. Clarity will emerge one strand at a time. Your only task is to breathe. Do not struggle. The three fates hold you in their sides as you free fall toward freedom. And think of this card as a sister to the Void card. They are different expressions of the same life-changing energy. The Void is absence and Chaos is overwhelming presence. Exactly earlier this reading you can look, if now you want to look what I said before, this exercise when you are sitting on your chair 30 minutes doing nothing, just closing your critical mind and start to open it to the right side brain. This is the exercise of psychics. This is the main exercise of psychics. Anybody wanting to try to be psychic is to overwhelming presence. Take in the overwhelming presence and accept it, whatever comes. And it can be painful. I'm telling you, after 10 minutes sitting there, you might be like, I want to stop, but don't stop. 30 minutes, put a timer and just feel it and sense it and become sensual antenna and receiver. And you will start to have a clarity and declutter this whole chaos away. You need to go through the storm. It can take time. It can be very hard, but it is. Interesting, this person is also sitting here, connecting with the birds as very like a soul animals. But now, let's see. Next advice card is, of course, our pyramid. So we have so many. Pyramid is here. And somebody is Norbellyn Barsena is saying, can I have a reading, please? This nature of pickable reading is that it's not horoscope reading, but any horoscope can ask. But you have to be patient or you ask a question that is part of the pile. I'm almost finished with the pile number 2. So if you are just taking your luck and say, okay, my question is part of the pile number 3, I will include your question there. or you wait until the end of the pile number 3 and I will take question, but I was already promising to Ethereal, so for sure there I think I take her question now. And I don't know how late is it, because this reading is already 2 hours and pile number 2 is almost finished, so every pile got like 1 hour. Advice to pile number 2, the pyramid. Here we have the sacred archetypal element of earth. When we speak of pyramids, we don't just refer to those in Egypt. They represent the archetype of the pyramid itself. The Great Pyramid is perhaps the most profound, majestic, and confounding human-created manifestation of the sacred element earth on a planet. This archetype is related to Sphinx and functions similarly in providing connection between heaven and earth. This was the first destiny moment even happening in the shadows now, Vökarer. So beautiful these two are here. The teaching from the pyramid is that foundations are essential for building. Strong foundations, like the deep roots that hold up tall trees, are a key requirement for constructing anything. A solid foundation is the basis for the appropriate configuration of building blocks in consciousness as well, supporting a creation all the way up to the pinnacle. If you don't put the time and energy into the foundation of whatever you're building in the beginning, then it will collapse or will not come together in wholeness and symmetry. This is all about the earth element at work. If you think of the different levels and layers as conscious itself and you apply care and thoughtfulness at the base, then you will have the same level of consciousness continuously building up all the way to the top. Because they hold lessons about discipline and structure, pyramids are the perfect formation of teaching human beings about Earth's wisdom. When you pull this card, it is time to ground yourself firmly, experiencing the Earth as your foundation. It helps to connect physically, walk barefoot, outdoors, plant a garden, or repot a house plant. Yes, for anybody living in a city and not having a garden, I think this having a house plant would be now starting to grow your tomatoes before the spring comes. And what is it? Or repot a house plant, or simply lie upon the ground and feel Earth's heartbeat. When you have a centered and grounded heart, the Earth element can show you the solid structural foundation of your being. You can also perceive your honest limitations and boundaries without thinking of them as holding you back. The Earth element teaches you how to create a physical form. Maybe even I get into the like going to some clay work class, like just to work with the material of earth, like clay, just be doing the pottery, kind of like ancient Egyptian style pottery, and just work with that earth element. Clay work would be perfect. Then you could decorate it with your house. Also, put beautiful earth element flowers inside and all this. Okay, we have still one more relationship related card, which is Norbellyn Parsenase. I can wait. So welcome to my reading. This is my first Paradise Canto. Oh my god, things are like wanting to show. I really like to see this, but we are not picking it like this. We're gonna have one card, not all the cards. So let's see. This is a love advice by number 2. What is your love advice? We have here forgiveness. Nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. Like a hot and cold, kind of. Interestingly. Really a lot is going on in this card. Yes, the package can be hard. Sometimes bring some stuff to the new relationship that we should not. 29. And that would be good to clean out even the whatever mess there's been, clean it away so you will have like a fresh start. Here. Be willing to forgive yourself and others and open the doors to future growth. Love can be restored and trust can be rebuilt. Move from bitterness back to the joy you deserve in your life. Granting forgiveness is a choice that you make. You may not feel like engaging with someone, but you can forgive them without ever talking to them. An act of forgiveness, it makes me think about this Honopono activity if you ever want to study. It's kind of, you could repeat this kind of mantras. An act of forgiveness helps replace anger, depression, anxiety, and old pain with hope and compassion. Think about what you can forgive, as the benefits will be immeasurable. This process will increase your inner strength and your self-esteem. Forgiveness can heal and help you move forward with a renewed sense of purpose. Replacing hurt with love will free you to love more deeply. Two faces appear at the center of this card. The upper image wears a crown of ice, which appears to be melting around the edges. This could symbolize the willingness to change or move through a situation. Closed eyes can depict the subconscious, deep thinking, or an error in communication. The clasped hand above the faces show a return to balance and compromise. You can achieve a positive outcome here. Remember, forgiveness is a choice you make for your own benefit. Wow. There's so much things going on here. Really. Stairway to heaven. It's a candle in the icy crown. Anyway, this is now pile number 2. Kind of positive thing to handle this chaos also. Forgiveness. Oof. I have to declutter here now. Oh my god, this is such a big amount of cards that show up here, but I'm glad if it resonates. Really, it's always nice. I have to kind of keep the decks also well, because if I make a personal reading and somebody get this deck, I have to have it ready then. This can go. Oh, yeah. This can be here. Yes, where is that deck? Okay. Now, last but not the least, this has to be sorted out. This is getting messy here. Ui, emotional landscape, all messy. The chaos reading to the clarity of Ace of Sword. These two. Oh my god, this is not also here. Yes, cleaning takes time. Sometimes you have to like clean your house like, let's say 3 hours. It really can be like you need that much. You have to just be ready to start. Okay. This is so messy, this landscape now. Little chaos here. Spinning this emotional landscape. Getting maybe it's difficult. Maybe we have to leave them like this, like a star. Maybe the star will be meaningful in your reading. Who knows? Crown Chakra energy, pile number 3. We have here also Manas, if I remember. This was it the name of this one? Manas. Yes, Manas. We have a Manas rune here. We have the Doe, which is a full card of the Egyptian, Initiate, Innocence and Trust. We have here Aries, spiritual immediately, mental, the way you project yourself, physical, do it on your own. Interesting. If there was Jessica seeing now 1 and 2, this is also Aries energy here. Could be really the times. Aries season is not so far away, and this is very like a first house, kind of the beginning of the year. We want to get things done. We have here Moon. This is the alchemist energy here. The new beginning. I have to do this soon. Then we have Justice. Your career brings fairness and protection to others who need your help. Angel Guidance, you got 2 cards, Attracting, not chasing. Anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way because of the fears underlying chasing energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. Attract, not chase. There's a second one. Moonlighting. You can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. It's beautiful doves also here. Maybe in many angel cards there's doves. What here? And here is a really like a, it's a beautiful like a landscape. Almost makes me think about Bruges. It's kind of nice, misty. Moonlighting and moon. Streamy landscape could be also Venice. This makes me think about Venice actually with the boat. It's feel like a Venice Carnival maybe. Somebody has a meaningful about that too. Anyway, let's see. The rune store, no, there is energy. I am enough. So understand that you are like a star. You are enough. On a moon. So this is the story of the Mannas. Susanne Black shares a beautiful reading so far. Thank you. Like this is a long one. Oh my god. I need my little refreshment too. I'm here like a 2 hour 22 minutes. But I made a choice to make this big reading because sometimes I'm wanting to also myself curiously see. If you're talking about career, why not to see enough? Like we need to see all these aspects to understand the different coins. So Mannas, this is my ambition also, personal ambition to learn the runes this year. So not just the binded runes, I've been using binded runes. You can also design your own binded runes, but this is the actual rune alphabet. So you got this, is the mankind energy, very big energy. Also element air is here. Symbol is mankind, ask and embla. Interpretation is togetherness, individuality and friendship, society, cooperation and help. In the tarot, this would be Hierophant, the Magician and the Wheel of Fortune. So kind of is connected to pile number 2 immediately because there was this very strong Wheel of Fortune energy going on. And astrology, this is Sun in Aquarius, so it's actually very Aquarius rune. Yeah, mankind, of course, dream for the better future for everybody. And Moon in the 4th house, like I think Cancer house, 4th house, yes. Home base. And then Jupiter also. This is astrology. Sun in Aquarius, Moon in the 4th house, and Jupiter. Manas means mankind. Here everything revolves around the human being. Closely linked to this is our own destiny. With every decision we make, we either move towards our destiny or away from it. Whether we follow our destiny in the course of our life or not is something that everyone decides for themselves. There will be lessons to master, but in the end, fulfillment awaits us, so it will be worth it. I wrote kind of long because I was getting interest of this rune. Manas embodies one's inner self in the context of a divine lineage. We all have a connection to a higher power, only few know how to use it. if it's there, it's therefore there, and divine within us, with which we can form a connection. It's therefore the divine within us, with which we can form a connection. There is an intelligence within us that we can access when we open our inner eye. Yes. Oh, interesting. This kind of binds, of course, it's crown chakra, it's the highest chakra. And first pile was third eye. Then we even gave tip how to activate your psychic skills with a meditation, share meditation. And now we are arriving to this, that you have this intelligence within you and you just can access it. So how you access, you just have to be ready for it. We all have our inner eye, but we can search to way to make it activated. In some cases, this can also mean a bond with our partner. With them we form a symbiosis or very close person. That is why Manas also stands for the unification and ritual of blood brotherhood. Some beings belong together, they complement each other and are also bound to each other and therefore dependent on each other. Lastly, the unity of both hemispheres of the brain can also be considered as decisive. Only when they work together, the human being achieve her full potential. Yes, this kind of thing that I've been also studying as a psychic, how to be activated, using both part of our brains fully, because there is such a potential in the right side of the brain that this society is not wanting to use for some reason, want to stay in this like a computing style. There is a huge potential in the right side of brain, creative side of brain. That can really be the signs of you being in this energy is really in your body, that you lose your words. But that's not bad, because you are becoming a receiver. Your body is antenna. You become receiving in all entrances of your body the information. Okay. If you ever want to study this, is like I keep doing my membership that you can take, and there's a magician membership where you could like study psychic with the material I have made, like videos I've made, and I continue to make. Like I made first the 7 chakra related, archetype related opening to this how to be psychic, to have some tools, and now lately I've been doing this kind of how do you do in practice. So I just do more this kind of, it's useful what you can do with those psychic skills in practice. How you can, like I have not yet done very like this kind of practical thing would be like how you can win a jackpot. But I have not been able to do it myself neither. Like I think my focus had not been like trying to win in a lottery, because I think you make your success yourself. But you could possibly even become manifesting money in the sense of stock market if you are really psychic. Like I got that advice also in my studies. Like yes, you can, but that's it's a lot. You need to also invest always. That's a possibility too, to use a psychic to become an investor, because you just see with your third eye. But anyway, this was this thing. But maybe some people are interested to start to study this, because they are like, okay, wow, I can manifest this money faster. Let's see. Emotional landscape. So this is a little bit messy, but we leave it here. Summertime with you. Hot love. Ui, things are really not, maybe I put them, really need to put this. Oh my god, this stuff. Okay, you wanted to come. Yes, you wanted to come. Strong-willed. And this also was here already. You are love of my life. Nice. You are enough is here also. Okay. This has to be out of the star shape into the normal. Sometimes things take time, even mixing the cards. Oh my god, this is so messy. I'm not giving up. That's one thing. Sometimes you get beautiful result when you're just sticking long enough. Okay, it's sorting out. And now, still need to mix it. What is here? No more isolation. So that is interesting message after all this. Let's put this also in more better order here. Talking about cleaning today. I also want to see my tarot space in order. Okay. So, no more isolation. What is it? Hot love. Okay, now we are having this. Then, forward. Yes, another messy thing is about these feelings. I have been using this puppet that has underneath. Let's take now another messy current feelings of a person. Current feelings of your person. And this, and okay, there we go. There's a lion. Hot love is maybe a lion, Leo related energy. Confident chemistry, chill, positive energy, strength. Yes, it's like a strength card. Lion in the circus. That's current feelings of a person. Who is the lion here? You or your person? Yeah. Wow. We have also a white rabbit. Animals coming on here. Take me to paradise and nothing can tear us apart. Wow. Wow, this is so beautiful card. Oh, we are now in the paradise. Canto 1, paradise in the Divine Comedy. And yes, I'm taking you to paradise. This rabbit is already here like, take me to paradise. No more waiting. Let's have the paradise reading. Really paradise. Okay. Two of Cups. So there is very hot again. Hot love. Now hot again. Fire, fire. Bonfire burning for you. Celebration of love. Wow, there is a whole bonfire. Two of Cups. Like, they really like you. Chose you. The strongest weapon in the world is truth, because truth is indestructible. And we have even a sun here. Happy, joy, peace, happiness, healthy relationship, sunshine, light, emotional fulfillment and success. And the positive thinker sees the invisible, feels the intangible and achieves the impossible, Winston Churchill. Wow, I think I had last week also Winston Churchill, and now we have a much more positive outlook by Winston Churchill. And I want this last forever. Wow, again very strength card related. Lasting love is in the cards for you. You are enough. I'm enough, you could say to yourself already. So, but your person might be strong-willed or somebody strong-willed. But there is this also love of my life. Interesting reading coming. Maybe now I make a little like a sound wave cleaning from this chaos energy from the previous pile. Let's play this Imagine by John Lennon. Start to imagine this loving energy. Manas. Let's imagine. Okay, so I think here we go. We go with this success rose, bud and thorn. What is happening here? this card I didn't reflect so much, but I'm the alpha and the first and the last and beginning and the end. It's very important to understand there is certain time we have, what you do with that time. New moon or moon cycles are always kind of showing the time passing. There's always like a new moon, new energy. But looks like for this year there is like interesting destiny moment happening. I was looking some astrological things. What was his name? Rick Levine. It's very interesting talk about how these moon's nodes are changing in 4 planets like never before, and how we are kind of energetically changing to be in the age of Aquarius, for real. And the energy of this planet is rising, like for real. Like if you are not aware of it, you will be soon aware of it. And if I'm able to read people's energies, maybe soon everybody can, because everybody's psychic, everybody can more and more do this naturally. Something like this is weird. These energies of the planets are changing a sign, and the energy is changing. 4 planets, what were there? Was it like Saturn? All these planets are changing sign this year, 2025. So you could really, I get this into the little manas energies here, like evolutional astrology might be the theme of this year. Me personally, I would like to learn more astrology because it's such a like a map. I even put here this kind of map here, travel the world, but you can travel like all kind of worlds. Universe. Energy consciousness. Norbellyn Barsena, when should I give a question? So this is a 3rd pile, and I'm going into this kind of career reading. This is the main reading of this whole pile, the tarot cards. So if you pick this reading, you have a career question, you could shoot it now, of course. It could become your reading, but this is a general reading for everybody. After this reading, I will take energy just of that person. So I would recommend to wait, but okay, I have to speed up. So I have to feel these cards again. Here I take 2 cards, 2 points, your success and your person's success, what it looks like. So your success, the roles can be reversed also, but there is a possibility this is your shadow. I want to bring the shadow aspect also here, so it could be even part of you that you don't see this success, but it's there. Then we have the opportunity, the hidden opportunity. Okay, now I need to have more space here. What is this feeling? Okay, intelligent, sophisticated wanted to come out. Okay, somebody is intelligent also here. Intelligence, part of the career. So we have here opportunity, the bad moment, then still the obstacle, your and your person. Let's see. I have a feeling there is more. What is this card? Hardly ever have 9 of Pentacles. Success is to be abundant, but we have this kind of holy cow here. All the gnomes around it milking it. It's like, is this person Indian? I think the cows are really like respected. Like in the India, like totally nobody should touch, like or move the cow, and the cow is there. It's like a holy cow. Anyway, interesting that this, maybe you have to read this story. This is about the success, being abundant, grounded, cow on the field. Surprising. The cow, the holy cow. even don't remember this card. Like, it's amazing. Like, this card does not come often, I guess, because I even am like, is this part of this deck? Like, come on, like, planet guys and stuff I remember, but like, what is this cow? But of course, the gnomes, they have a lot of things going on. This is land creatures. Let's see. We have here. As we peer into the depth of the seas, we look upon our past. When we lift our eyes to the skies, we imagine the future. In the middle, firmly between past and future, is the present, right where it always is. Here in the present, we do what we needs to be doing. While there are many, many animals that walk the earth with us, this cow, standing solidly in her field, contentedly munching her grass, is the epitome of being present. She is not concerned about what will happen later or fretting about something she forgot to do earlier. Instead, she smells the freshness of the air, feels the cool breeze, and enjoys the taste of sweet grass. It is a state that is both sensual and spiritual, knowing that one is exactly where one should be and is enjoying it to the fullest. Wow! Success is that you are able to enjoy the present moment to the fullest, not to be living in the past or future. Now, here and now, and enjoying. Maybe a beautiful glass of milk. Maybe that is something is even good for you. Or if you are allergic to cow milk, maybe the goat milk then. But the Nine of Earth points to a time of satisfaction and satiation. There is enough of everything, and it's all very enjoyable. Like a perfect summer evening or sunny spring afternoon, all is just right. The wisest thing to do is nothing. Wow, that is a success. Like, you are able to enjoy the present. Person, your shadow. Wow, is this what I think it is? Is this Uranus? Who is this guy? I think it's Uranus. I was just thinking like where the planet guys are, but I think this is Uranus. Wait. Getting this Aquarius energy is here now. Like, this is Age of Aquarius. Already mentioned this reading, and now we have a crazy genius on the table. That's like a success that somebody is like coming to a mastery of like a crazy genius. Wow. Oh, this is your shadow. You don't understand that you are like a Einstein. Wow. Maybe it would be time to read some quotes from the Einstein. It is something. Oi, this really should focus this better. So we have Uranus. I'm not sure now. So bad with the planet names, but this node changing. Was Uranus one of them? Just, I will check after this reading. Was Uranus one of them? Just saying. Because Uranus is connected to the Aquarius very much. And now if we are having Age of Aquarius, this guy is really present there. Some genius ideas are being born in a speed of light. Uranus is the crazy genius of the skies. While he brings shocks and surprises, they are usually in the long run exciting and beneficial. When Uranus decides to make its presence known, it is usually by way of sudden big changes, sometimes brought on a radical impulsive behavior, or just slightly brought on by no apparent cause. The events heralded by Uranus serve to break us out of roots and inspire our inner genius. Rules are broken willy-nilly, and originality and insight ensue. Freed from bonds of stagnation, boundaries and ennui, independence, innovation and idealism are the new normal. I would say this is kind of like a wave of the coming Pluto in Aquarius energies. This guy is clearly having the spotlight in the coming years, 20 years. When Uranus decides, I have to read the other one. The Seven of Fire promises exciting times. We should be ready to expect the unexpected from life and from ourselves. And in this case, do not accept the surrounding cards to provide much detail about the particulars. That's the point of the experience, not knowing what's coming. So this is your success. You are so happy munching the grass on the field, completely surrounded by these gnomes and like whatever is your career, like career reading, like there is this all these followers, like a gnomes, 7 gnomes milking the cow. And then there is this crazy genius coming to the field. It's like a showcase, like almost the astrologue of just as I mentioned. He is this kind of person. What was his name again? Rick Devine, I think. Levine. That's the guy. He even looks like this. I should check when he's born. But Rick Levine is showing up to explode the facts of like all this kind of wisdom that only old men can have, because this guy has been busy astrologue since 60s or something, like he's still alive. Like there is really a lot living gurus in our world, and we should just find the good gurus. And this is really the success. Like you, maybe you are this cow having abundance, but you have a mentors that you can trust, that give you the accurate information and the guidance you need. But this could be even the shadow side of you, that you have this kind of future self, higher self is kind of future self guiding you to the right direction, that you can just enjoy the present moment, because present moment is perfect when you are in the right place. Interesting reading again. Uranus and cow, holy cow. And Aries energy too, that you should be really immediately do it on your own. Okay, then we have the possibility, but okay, Queen of Cups. So this is very caring, loving queen, rainmaker, kind of like the maiden is coming to take care of the cow. A person's opportunity. Wow, moon, like come on, this is the shadow side is here. The moon is already on this side, the cards are lining, and we are intelligent and sophisticated. This Uranus type is totally. There is this really in the shadows, there is a huge wisdom. That what is it that you didn't open the book, or you didn't realize that next to you is somebody genius, but this is like the hidden moon. There is a mystical power here. This is a major arcana card. Opportunity of this moon energy. Maybe next moon, full moon is starting to already influence my reading, even because it's soon. It is not far, and indeed soon I have to do my extensive tarot readings for all star signs. I do start them soon. This is in the opportunity, the moon energy. Moon twice. But moon tells always in the reading that you should not always know everything, and even the Uranus is this kind of like a not saying when he's gonna make appearance, and then the magic is happening when the Gandalf comes. Gandalf comes to visit. What is it? But this is a career. Some good guru. Good influence. Let's read this Samhain here. The Queen of Cups is very clear, but the Samhain is kind of holy. Halloween time. Halloween forever. Yes, it's October 31st, the Samhain, usually Halloween. During this festival, the great goddess reigns in the form of crone, and the great god in the form of horned god, or the Lord of Death. Pagans honor ancestors and prepare for a time of reflection. Some consider Samhain to the most important holiday, saying it marks the end of the old year and the beginning of the new year. Yeah, like already there, somebody see that this is the end of the year. And cycles. It is said that on this evening that the veil between the walls is thin, making it an ideal time for divination and for honoring the ancestors. This holiday prepares us for the dark days ahead, but there are many like moments connected to moon that are really the sensual moments to be in this kind of emotional world. These both are. opportunity to understand the guidance from your emotions, and how beautiful, like a part of human is that we have a heart. We are not machines, we have a heart, and that is our compass, and this is beautiful human being experience is part of being magical. And this kind of things related to moon is very like a cyclical experiences. Okay, let's go forward. These are the obstacles of the, oh my god, obstacle is a love. And in here, Ace of Sword and the Empress. Big things in the obstacle. This is the same thing that was here. This I am Alpha and the Omega, I am the beginning and the last, and it's here. Shadow. Love. Why this is maybe career reading wise obstacle can be that you have to put the love aside, because in front of your career you cannot have the quality time because the career go first. This could be exactly the meaning here. While here it's having like a guiding dreams, and then there is the Empress with 3 goddesses energy here. But that is again obstacle. Is some other people influencing your life in the sense that they come even haunting as a nightmare in your dreams? It's kind of ghost cannot rest, kind of like here, if as a ghost, it's like here is like haunting your dreams. Okay, let's see. This is the obstacle, possible career-wise. Some mother energy and dreaming and not able to get some new beginning. And then putting the love aside because you are like somehow very self-centered. It's hard to interpret this, but this is bad thing to see this as an obstacle. Choices you make. This is of course here. The choices you make you. These 2 spirits are like also giving high five here, but like it's really like sometimes there is a kind of like responsibility to take the person serious. If it's your life partner, because this might be you choose the wrong person, if somebody is just for reason, season, not for lifetime, and then you are like giving your cup and you are like making a mistake here. Or this is superficial love, because this obstacle is not like the real love, and it's something is here, because this is really heart-centered person, very abundant person. You cannot, there's obstacle to have this. We could verify this. I just think I wanna try to find it from this book that has no order in this cards, clear order. Like I'm being busy so much, like almost 3 hours here. Like, oh my god. If you like this reading, give me a like, because I don't know if the algorithm will like this, that nobody will look so long my videos, maybe because they're so long. Then the algorithm doesn't like it. I'm making this reading to really heal some shadows too. So if you like, it helps. But I cannot find this lover card. Maybe it's time to show my own card deck again for this to have like a little text. So what is my lover card in my own designs? That I can proudly say that I finished my tarot deck now, yesterday. 78 cards. So your shadow or obstacle is, where is my kitty cats? Where is my kitty couple? Here, very same pink style. Quality time together. So true love, there is no quality time together. Maybe that is missing. And this is the same card as we had here. I'm the alpha and omega, the first and the last, beginning and the end. Maybe letting somebody influence you that you are not in the the captain of your soul. There's somebody else possessing you. And the mother energy here, goddess energy is good usually, creative, but there's in the shadow or in the obstacle, unchallenging. Oh, new beginning is this anyway. So something is hard about that. We have a moon card here that it can be a cyclical thing, that things also take time. But there's this intelligence, awareness is here. It's very beautiful to see. And this success is here. Beautiful, like if this is a couple energy, like one is a genius, like an Einstein, and one is like this holy cow, like a really able to even like a cow is just a good animal, farm animal, like a nurturing presence. Now I think we start to do this advice card. So first the moon. I have promised even a reading, so I have to speed up at moon. It's very high priestess energy here. Number 2. And we had kind of 2 times the moon on the table, so it's something mysterious that maybe is something to accept too, that you cannot always know everything. Even you're looking at my reading, you want to have answers. There are certain mysteries in life that are just beautiful like that way too. So this is mystery, receptivity, intuition. The moon represents the mother of all mysteries. Once a month it slips into the full spotlight and then quietly disappears, only to initiate the cycle again, gifting us with a message of impermanence. The moon reminds us we are in constant transition, a continual process of letting go. It is the yin principle, one of listening rather than speaking. And here we had also really yin energy here. Even the shadow part could be a person too, but it's possessing this yin energy. That even the thinkers, indeed you need time alone to come to this master, like a hermit. This looks really like a hermit type. You need this kind of alone, like a time to reflect. It could be part of the success, that you get time enough for yourself to see. This cow was here really like not caring other people. I'm just like living in the present moment to take all in. So this card may indicate a time of rest and restoration is in order, or that a new depth of spiritual practice calls. Dreams and memories may be especially vivid. Okay, here we have in this side. Dreams and memories may be especially vivid. The gates to the liminal realm have opened. The alchemist's task is to be receptive to its message. Be patient, though, as the moon speaks in the language of symbols, and deciphering its message takes time and receptivity. Magic is at foot. Sink into it, sweet child. So it's a positive message that this is here. Just it takes time to fully comprehend. And the moon has a cooling and soothing effect on the psyche. And it brings like ease and stillness to the surrounding cards. So even if the mind is completely in the genius mode, it is in this kind of alpha or beta theta state. Like it's this line of the, maybe something positive about this kind of relaxed mind is able to create really genius ideas. It's kind of meditation practice again here, a bit advisable. So here is your reading. I think now I read still this dough that is totally initiate energy, and then we get this love card and we get this question. So how long is this been? But sometimes this can give nice guidance, weekly guidance. This is the Paradise style guidance now. Ascending energy and ascending, hopefully. The doll presents the seeker as the archetypal principle of the innocent initiate who responds to the call to enter the mysteries or to request information or advice from the oracle. The doe is brave and courageous in the search of wisdom and truth and learns to trust his or her own inner knowing when engaging not only with the oracle but also with the powerful transformational forces encountered on this path. The doe carries an olive branch as a sacred offering so that the initiate or seeker can honor each of the Nether who serve as our allies and guides in life and in our divining journeys with the oracle. The olive branch is humbly offered with a request for permission to enter into the relationship of mystery teachings offered by each archetype that appears in the reading. Like the moon, it's like flying to the moon. Interesting. The white doe is a bridge between the present world of humanity and the ancient past. For most people, the doe automatically evokes some kind of spiritual connection, as the olive branch evokes peace and reverence. This card is all about you. If you've chosen this card, you are being called to a place of innocence and trust, purity and new beginnings. To fully receive the guidance that is being offered to you, you must be willing to empty out your old programming and beliefs, as well as your intellectual skepticism. And this genius style of the Uranus is really this kind of like a children when they play, they are fully merged into the like, also this would be fully merged to the present moment. They're not thinking too much. Then the Heureka moment comes. Somehow similar energy here. Full energy is like a beginner's mindset. It's needed here. And so the old programming and beliefs can be emptied. Something new is coming. It may be time for you to begin again. In other words, to become like a small child or babe in the womb, open to new information. This is also a time when an outer teacher may appear to guide you on your path. But was I just saying that this Rick Levine is appearing to the meadow to give a lesson of astrology? And so old teacher may appear to guide you on your path. You may find yourself drawn to a new teaching or new paths, including mystery schools. Now is the moment to respond fearlessly to that inner call. Wow, what a reading. And one more card for your relationship, because I want to say this is a love reading. So I want to give you that. Pile number 3 is love life, how it is. Here we know. The heart of the matter. There is more going on than meets the eye. Yes, the moon card was already saying that. So you might be sleeping here, indeed, like this. While the angels are busy cooking some things what you prayed for. Similar stuff going on here. You might be a little bit having obstacle of having this quality time with your person. Something about this mother energy here. But don't worry. Angels are taking care of the matter of the heart. So I'll just continue praying and you will be fine. Oh, what is it? 22, is it? Yes. Soon people can get ready to get answers from me while I'm a bit suffering. It is a gold room, so 3 hours busy. If you like my reading, give a like, or even donations if you really feel like giving somebody. I can just buy a new shadow deck. But here is your oracle. Take a moment to get to the genuine issues in this situation. The truth of what is going on lies at the very heart of situation. Be honest and willing to do whatever is necessary to take care of this. Whether you see your current scenario as positive or negative, it is happening for a reason. Awareness and understanding will help you see beyond your current circumstances. It may feel difficult at first, but with time you may feel differently and understand why things unfolded as they did. Even if you are in emotional upheaval, there is an outcome that will bring love and blessings. A beautiful angel watches over a sleeping child while myriad dreams fill her slumber. Sometimes it feels like you are surrounded by far more than you can comprehend. This card is showing you there is a higher power working on your behalf. You are watched over and loved. A situation will be resolved with time. So if anybody is a bit like a hasty, hold your horses, sleep well, and all will be okay. Sometimes things take time indeed, but things are in progress, things are in motion, this card will say. Is there a second card behind here? It feels like so. No, it was just a very thick card. Okay. So this is the last of this reading, and now I will take one question first from Ethereal. I'll read this already to start thinking of this. Where she is. Sometimes people really want answers fast. She needs to sleep, like here too. Things are taken care of while she sleeps. I'm in love with a boy for 4 years. We were in a relationship, but I had to leave him due to reasons. I want to know if I still have future with him. It is kind of heartbreaking thing that you had to make the decision. But maybe we do see which deck first of all I'm gonna get to answer this question. Let's see. But a 4 years relationship can be indeed meaningful, and it can be even only that we understand the meaning of it all. Like when somebody dies also, we understand only after. Like, oh my god, I cannot touch this person anymore, I cannot be with this person anymore, I feel like I'm like a living vampire because actually I was thinking I was meant for you or something like this. Like this can be the feeling in that situation. Like when you lose somebody, it's like, yes, you might lose it forever. Like you have to just accept and move on often, but maybe I can see if there's a chance, and then you know at least. Because everybody has a free will, of course. They might have moved on indeed and found happiness already. So I was wondering, like, was it like a 4 years or 4 years ago? I'm in love with a boy from 4 years. Not sure exactly, was it 4 years relationship or was it like a 4 years ago? It's been going. It sometimes in these COVID times can be indeed that you cannot meet. This could be the reason even. No, nobody could travel to meet, and this could be just a simple reason, like it's not about even the ending can come with this COVID, you know. It can be like that. The circumstances were not possible. Because many people could not do what they used to do. So I start this reading by pulling your crystals. So Ethereal, you got the crown chakra, so you got this deck that I was just using in the last reading. Who knows, the last reading has something to do when you have to go to sleep, but wonder where you were from. I cannot see this icon so well. I think I do this reading that I did last week in the last purgatory. I will do my live your dream. I will do this reading. There is in my community post there is this spread if you want to try home, and I will do this to see. You didn't say the person's name, at least I didn't see immediately. Let's see. Yes, there's not so much information about the names. I cannot call the name, but I'm trying to now Ethereal. My spirit guides can try to take a connection. So there was a crown chakra energy, very potent king queen energy. high energy. So we are looking here, what is your dream relationship, in the sense like I'm gonna show your persons and yours, your ethereal, and then what the person is dreaming about this. And the next one, what trust and commitment mean to you, because this was a, if it's 4 years or 4 years spent loving somebody already, like it is kind of commitment already you made in your heart. You really chose, when you are not physically connected, there is some kind of trust commitment, but how it looks. What you dream in this relationship currently, and what your person, X, kind of X, Mr. X, is let's call it Mr. X maybe, not a person, let's say person. So we have here the starting. I'm not gonna take reversal. They all came upside down, I guess I had to click. You have a water, indeed emotional, what you dream in this relationship. You dream this Neptune guy who is indeed staying mysterious to you, because Neptune energy is the smoke and mirrors. So whatever reason you left, maybe there was a lot this kind of like a masculine that is not so, it could be this kind of Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer style of man, or somebody who is emotional, but like, because men doesn't want to show the emotions, they are keeping this, but they can be very romantic because they are like this, but they can be very touch with the emotions, but still this can be like a smoke and mirrors, in the sense that you are kind of puzzled. But they dream of also water, for a water. This can of course show up like a person waiting on a tree and answer from the spirit. So they are kind of wanting this kind of wishing well, because this is a well, but there is a fire and the water, and this is a healing card. So in this relationship, indeed, your person dreams about healing, like whatever has happened that has not been like healed, that will be healed. It's a positive omen for this relationship, because this is kind of a like sexy man. You are seeing this person really like a, I don't know if he's a physically athlete like this, but is emotionally getting your waters moving, let's say. Like this Neptune guy is like a master of the ocean, so there is like really, this is going on, this you're emotional about him. So that's why I guess you ask, this person see you like this, like a healer type. Nice. Let's see, trust and commitment in this relationship. Okay, we have here 7 of water. This is really dream card, but it's kind of like a judgment of Maat. I would say I would read this thing for you. Yeah, they all came upside down. My deck was, I guess, upside down. Yes, I'm not gonna see it upside down. 10 of Cups. Usually the happiest card tarot, and here I think it's talking about the Hekate, some kind of dark messages. So this card are a bit bigger card, but it is definitely positive. Like 10 of Cups is the happiest, like a union between two person, or like the emotional happiness, emotional journey complete. So just a bit dark emotions maybe here now, like the dark side of the moon kind of. Let's read soon this more. Then we have here still water. Everything is so water energy. It's very positive omen for your relationship. 6 of Cups. So this is what you dream in this relationship. This was like a dream relationship. This kind of man who is able to really move your waters. And this wishing well person really having this healed woman. And or healing in the relationship. And then here we have the 6 of Cups, really art related card, this one, but otherwise nostalgic about past. So you even came to me with this kind of question that you had past relationship and you're nostalgic, but it's totally show this here. Your person now we will see. Tower card and 4 of Earth. Tower is of course totally karma, like things are changing. So they are dreaming completely like a change. Whatever is your situation, it should like drastically change. That old ways has to go away, like something can be completely new. This is of course omen. I was already saying this is a good omen, this whole thing for you, that is such a water energy here. So definitely emotions are here. But this is kind of like foundation is not good enough, possibly because you had a relationship, you separate because the foundation was not good enough. Your person see that, and then they are dreaming about having good foundation. And then earth energy here is supporting this four of earth stability, in the sense like having this kind of harvest party, committed relationship. Yes, very kind energy is part of the four. My four, I'm gonna show my four because it's good omen for you, even for the coming equinox. It's like a equinox related card I draw because it's Aries, Venus in Aries. It is time of the equinox usually. That's why I made this equinox sisters. Person is dreaming this relationship about in the world where you can be anything, be kind. So think this healing energy was already here, like a gentleness and sensuality, not war. This can be a war card. So I think they are afraid of the conflict that you have to go through, but they want this kind of like a gentleness and kind in a world where you can be anything, be kind. So treating this relation with the kindness would be the way to go. This moon and the sun in equinox are like taking care of the earth. So that's about this. I think maybe I mentioned what is the character here in this card. You can explore more. This, your dream is what's the name of the Indian deity? This is what is it? Yeah, where is this? It's wisdom and culture. So dreaming wisdom and culture. Saraswati is a Hindi goddess who gave people language, science, math, the arts, including music, dancing, and poetry. She created learning and teaching. She gave us ways to understand our world and ourselves, as well as the means to creatively express how we feel and what we think about all that we learn and see and experience. Relationship of all sorts, emotions, affairs, and questions and longings of the heart. These are all common inspiration for artistic expression. Through the gifts of Saraswati, we can better understand and articulate our uniquely human experiences. While not all of what we learn or experience is pleasant, through art we can find ways to use those experiences to both create beauty and to communicate and connect with our fellow travelers on this journey through life. The Six of Water speaks of creative expression of feeling and thoughts in a way that helps you understand yourself better, or that allows you to develop a deeper connection with another person or other people. Channel your feelings creatively. So this, even you don't recognize this part of yourself, but the creative part of yourself is very feminine. That's a feminine energy, of course. So it's coming in this reading as opposite to this destructive. Maybe you even left the relationship. It was kind of your shadow side. That this can always be your shadow side. And maybe for the other person, this is completely healer card, Brigade healer, but they are dreaming of you like a Brigade healer. Healer is also connected to the Aquarius star card in this deck. But here is healing with the fire and kind of passion and the water. And Mount was justice. Things have to be fair. But maybe for your person, this trust and commitment, what it means to them, I think you want to know this card, what it says here. This is the other world. Hekate is a triple-faced Greek goddess with power over heaven, earth, and the underworld. As with most goddesses, she has many associations. Here she is shown in her role as queen of the ghosts. She protects ghosts from harm and also keeps them from doing mischief in our world. Hekate is often found at Crossroad and at borders and boundaries. She is at home in liminal places. She navigates the space just between places where things are shady and where it is easy to get lost. In our lives or in our relationships, there are spaces such as these, grey and uncertain. In these spaces, we can call Hekate, who knows how to see and how to communicate with those who dwell on both sides of the line. For us, the other world can mean the place where spirit dwells, or it can symbolize those we are separated from and to whom we cannot seem to find our way back. The Ten of Water brings you squarely to a place of uncertainty and forces you to do something. There are people who you need to find or spirits you need to contact, allowing the fog and haze to grow between you and whoever is no longer an option. Yes, and it has been this kind of magic, maybe here has been this kind of seductive energy. For you, attractive, something you don't always know, this kind of Neptune blurs your senses, but here is like getting connected, like not bringing the light to the darkness. Your person wished this kind of like a healing in the sense of light also, really this, not just the water, not just emotion, but the clarity, the clear communication and the wisdom, what is part of the heart. Passionate heart is also in fire, not just sad and like a in the swamp. There is this passion. Passion is this side too. Passion is this side too, in the sense there is this fire. Yeah. So I think the person is not even watching now this reading. I give you one more love card. I have made so long reading. My voice started to get bad. Let's give you one love card now for Ethereal. Mikael Sandovan said yes, but now Ethereal love situation, one advice is focus on love, look for the good in everyone. So I think this kindness message that I pointed out earlier is like, try to find, if you are wanting to build a bridge, it's not to go there to break everything. I mean, of course, the old has to kind of go, but they're kind of like a build things in a harmonious way and focus on love. Look the good in everyone. I don't want to read too long, but maybe a little bit from this. What is the number? 24. Focus on love. It is easy to see faults in other people. Think of the positive characteristic of the people in your life. Remember the things that caused you to love them in the first place. Focusing on the love will change and heal any negativity that is there. You may be experiencing a rough patch with someone you share a relationship with. Work toward turning things around. How you perceive a situation has a lot to do with how you feel about it. Be good to people, no matter who they are or what role they play in your life. When you approach relationships with a positive mindset, you reinforce the love in your life. Strive to be supportive and loving. Foster the good in others, and the return will be tenfold. Tenfold, wow! This is like your guy, if you are giving this effort, but card I didn't read, and maybe I have to read now because this is totally just this moment to the justice is served, let's say. Like you saw that the guy was good for you or something, and now this is a 10 card. The 10 will be given back to you if you are just willing to like be the first kind person in this is communication or something. Foster the good in others, and the return will be tenfold. A wood nymph offers her hand to a dragon. Dragons symbolize power, magic, and balance. The orange, yellow, and green tones in the card point to a relationship, communication, and healing. Yes, the healing was already here. A situation may feel intimidating, but you have the tools to get on track. So trust, also be confident woman that you can tame this dragon, and maybe you need time because the fire power was a little bit powerful here, because here if it's a little bit dragon kind of man, maybe there was like indeed like, oh my god, I cannot handle this. It's like, let's have a little breather. But there is anyway, the dragons are beautiful, they are powerful, and indeed attractive. Maybe you have to use some art to make this part, this bridge. This mat is a bit puzzling me self. Like, I think you wanted to know also what was this message of the mat, because that was to handle this love from that guy. But it tells me immediately it's like a balance, being balanced with your dreaming. It's a dream card. Bring the dreams to reality also. What is the one thing that can be a real action and not just like a this kind of Neptune trick. Is a Egyptian goddess of justice, divine order, truth, and moral law. Her job is to weigh the heart of the departed against her future of the truth. If she is satisfied with the accounting, the soul moves on. If not, the soul is destroyed. Maat's final decisions and power are such that even the other gods and goddesses must abide by her determination. Maat represents the rules of order that keep the universe moving forward and not falling into chaos. A strict balance must be observed, and very likely the ancient Egyptians no doubt had their own ideas about how this all worked. However, Maat does not represent just Egyptian worldview. For us today, she can represent our own views of justice and truth and balance. She is a symbol for what we believe in, the ideal heart, the one that lives most closely aligned with our beliefs of what is right. So this has to be communicated to this guy. This trust and commitment mean to you in the relationship. In your side, you had to have like a balanced thing. Here, it's talking about taming this dragon, having the kindness and not arguments is the way to go. So I leave this reading now here. I think I gave a lot for free. My time, I really has been here 3.5 hours. There is still question people asking Norbellyn Barcela, what would my future with ERV, what is this? What is this question? Because I'm still here, but I'm really getting tired because it's getting late. But what you reference with is HRV, what would be my future with HRV? What is that? I'm not exactly understanding. But I think I am really tired now. I could pull you some card because you were really hanging out here to get the answers, and I kind of promised you a little bit. His initial love reading. Okay. What is Norbellyn Parcena, man or woman? Like, it is this Norbellyn, is it a woman name, Norbellyn? It's very difficult to understand. Norbellyn sounds like a woman name to me. Yeah, his initial, yes. Love reading, yes. Woman. Okay. I'm getting tired, clearly. I can hardly even read this. What would be a future with her there? Okay, I pull one crystal and then a really short reading. Again, you get crown chakra. You're this kind of queen type. Oh my god, you could really look this previous reading. It's similar energy going on here. Let's have your love card. What is just very shortly. What would be my future with ARV, Norbellyn Barcena? I think you got 2 cards. Maybe they want to show you your boat. You have 2 here. 31 and 12. Love makes the difference. Love helps heal past hurts and provide a sense of security and self-worth, and have faith. Trust your faith in this situation. So it could be both for you or the relationship dynamic even. I think is really trusting. Trust for men is a high form of like a love, because a woman can really trust them because they are the king. They can be trusted. What they do is enough and so on. So I think having this conversation even about the trust could be something I get intuitively. That you can trust that you have to talk about future vision. This is totally future transformation here. Trust your fate in the situation. Like the vision is a part of woman to be busy with the vision. I think you have to communicate about the vision with him. That he understands what you are dreaming. You have to communicate that. Something I get intuitively. But you get again the same deck. Okay, so let's give you Hekate. We talk about the Hekate just so. Let me just show you a Hekate spread. Very short. So we have your maiden energy. What the maiden advise you. What the mother. Okay, oh my god, there's such a strong mother energy here then. And what the Hekate, the crone, and one more about the Hekate. Maiden gives you the similar card that I just have. Even I mix it. This is the, was it the Siddhartha? This was the creative. It's very feminine energy to be creative. So even I think it was showing here. Own your energy of being this maiden. Maiden is completely happily painting, drawing, doing things, carefree. This is one feminine energy. And this is advice for you to embody this. This is very Empress energy. And this is young energy. I don't know your age, but the maiden's advice is you to honor this kind of almost like a childhood, innocent. This is of course 6 of Cups, innocent dream for yourself. What you want, your future with this person, you have to show even the maiden side. That will be this kind of maiden. Even though Siren is also Marilyn, but Marilyn Monroe has this kind of maiden. I often say I keep my maiden alive because I'm already 46, but I feel inside very youthful, and it is something that we lose sometimes when we get older, and it's still like our feminine energy. So is this person supporting you to be carefree and this kind of creative? That is the question here for you, but this is part of this relationship. And now the mother advice are huge. This is a current. There is a Christmas card, but it's a death card in this. There is a Book of Shadow. There is War card, and there is a Maiden of Air, which is telling me that there has been maybe even some kind of things that you need to journal or need to face some hard stuff now, in the present moment, but spring energy is here also, so it's moving towards this kind of things are like with time getting easy. I'm 34, she say. What is this 5? Book of Shadows. I think it's a Hierophant, teacher, death card, transformation, war card, 5 of Cups, lost card, and Maiden of Air. Maiden is Knight of Sword, ambitious. What is start to tell me? Okay, let's put it here. This is current energy. It's kind of like a lot. Kind of Christmas is part of here. Maybe something happened now in this holiday summer. Future, okay, this guy is here. Emperor. So I think it's getting you ready to be really embodying all this strength. This is like really like a warrior type woman here. Even this is a war card, Bellona. But this is the guy is the emperor here in the future. So it shows you there is a future. He is, at least emperor guy is here. Whoever is this person, it is showing up like this kind of daddy, like a king of the kings. It's in your future. And oh my god, Hekate is also showing Jupiter guy, very sexy guy. So I mean, This could be the same person. This is just Emperor. Completely sexy type. I don't know if you agree that the person you're interested is really attractive, but you could point yourself what is he looking something like this, or you are like seeing him like this. But we have this man energy here, so you have this person clearly in your energy. This could be, of course, this is a planet guy, so it is related to the very lucky or Jupiter energy. Yes, he is attractive. He's like, we can see it. So Emperor is really the structured, like a masculine force in your future. And Hekate's advice is to also to see him like this kind of lucky, everybody's favorite uncle, who is like basking in the favor of the gods. Could be also something to do with the Sagittarius star sign, for example, because it's a ruling planet of Sagittarius. But anyway, and this could be Aries, because it's like a Emperor is an Aries card. Fire. It could be even Leo, because a fire sign, like it's just fire is part of this. And if you are with kind of person who is really like a masculine firepower, indeed you might have like some like Italian style arguments. But I have lived in Italy enough to know that those are the style is to say everything at once. Then you have a clear air like here. After that you can have these butterflies and a happy mood again when you can say what is wrong. You are Sagittarius. That's why the Hekate see this. Even this is the understand the Jupiter energy, maybe even the Jupiter placement in your chart. It's something that the Hekate, the wise witch, want to point out. But your advice card was here. Let me see. Love makes the difference. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. And have faith, trust your faith in this situation. Faith. Love is easy and faith makes everything possible, this kind of thing. But here we have, there is a future. This guy is in your energy. At least it's very strongly here. You are kind of just called to remember this kind of peaceful, creative energy. And how you can have this butterflies again here. The butterflies were here also. Transformation. Be in this beautiful, allowing, like trusting. The trust would be the conversation to have, like how what trust and commitment means to you in the relationship. That is part of this spread even, but I'm not going to do this long spread for you, but you could check to make it yourself possibly. In my community post I have made a visual of this reading. And the second question is, what trust and commitment mean to you? This you could look and conversate with your partner, and that is really key question about your relationship. That is, he's Capricorn, yeah. Like, I think this even is showing kind of like Aries type, but it's kind of match to that energy too. So yeah, he's definitely there in your future, and he's here. Or is your energy, but have faith. I think I'm not gonna go longer. I'm really tired now. Thank you for watching. If you like, give me a likes and subscribe, everybody who has already not. Now my Paradise reading has to end. This is the longest reading ever, and I'm kind of sleepy here, but thank you for watching, and I hope you liked, and hope this will help you to bring the Paradise to your life, because that's you should have this Paradise. Good music, good energy, good vibes. Okay, bye.